Comparative Religion get you in the holiday spirit?
Oh yeah,
I won't say Christmas
I want to punch
spirit.
somebody. It seems fun. I think
Punching.
it seems like it would be really fun to get into a brawl in the snow.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It makes it look like if there was no like crazy consequences, it does look like a good old fashioned rumble.
Yeah, like you need a rumble.
Like,
Sometimes you just gotta have a rumble in the snow and you're good to go.
speaking of rumbles in the snow, I am Kevin.
And I'm Rachel.
And this is Shelf Life, a podcast where a brother and sister team go through all things pop culture, no matter the medium, genre, or otherwise, to determine whether or not the subject at hand belongs on your shelf, both digital and physical. And Rachel, we have come to a most important time of the year, finals time here. Finals time for community colleges everywhere. It is finals time for Shelf Life. We are continuing our discussion today. In fact,
That's right.
because we were like, we're never going to remember our true feelings. We can write it down, but we'll never remember our true feelings about 25 episodes. Get out of town.
That's a
So
lot.
we made it's a big Twinkie. We've made our decision that when we rank, we're gonna rank half seasons, and then we'll try to do like the entire thing.
Haven't made the decisions that we're going to continue to rank things, but we're ranking in the halfway point, and then we'll give you our top however many at the end.
Yeah, with our shelf life, like which episodes have shelf life, you will get a ranking of the first semester of community. Oh, I guess I shouldn't say that because Rachel, what are we discussing today?
We're going to be finishing off the first semester of community college with Community, episodes 10, 11, and 12.
That is right. We're going to do 10, 11, 12. We'll give you a little ranking at the end of it so far of what we think about the first season. Which ones we think will have some shelf life. Maybe that's how we'll do it, Rachel. Maybe like we can rank both halves, and then we'll just take the episodes that we said have shelf life, and then just rank those.
Oh, that works for me.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that idea. Let's do that.
Instead of having to figure out all 25, because if they don't have shelf life, it's like those don't matter anymore.
List. Right.
Yeah.
I like this.
So Rachel, what is the... we figured it out. We've got episodes 10, 11, and 12 to go, so we better get started. Rachel, what is the first episode that we will be discussing today?
We're going to be diving into the subject of environmental science.
Correct. We're taking environmental science. Very important topic. Very important to talk about environmental science. Rachel, what happens in... Oh, the sandwiches?
Yes.
Of course.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
What happens in environmental science?
So we have a few weird things happen. So we have Jeff and Chang or that stuff. They're like hanging out. And then we have... we pair off is really what it is. We're pairing off parts of the team. So we have Jeff and Chang. We have Abed and Troy actually at class working on singing with a rat. We have Shirley and Pierce, who are working on public speaking. And I think that's it for this one. I think those are the pairings that we get with this one. Because Chang's getting a divorce, is divorced, something.
The wife left him.
The wife hates him, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know if I don't remember if she ever comes back.
Well, like, they make out at the end, but we don't know if she comes back, like, in the season or the show.
I don't recall if she ever comes back. But
I don't remember, honestly, either.
That's close enough.
Is that not what you want me... That's not how you would describe it? That's how I would describe it. No, that is how I would describe it.
I would describe it... No, that is how I would describe it. My initial thoughts... Sausage making time here. When
sausage making.
First...
Whoop,
that's
whoop.
right. We moved stuff around in the order, so I had watched these a little bit ago. And then when we were like, we're going to record them, I was like, maybe I should watch it again. And when I first watched this one, I was going to tell you, when we were like, okay, let's do this, I was going to say, Rachel, is it time to turn the key? Because I was like, it's fine.
Right.
It's narratively satisfying. But I was like, is there enough in this? And I kind of wonder if part of me is thinking it's because of Chang.
I
'Cause
think
after rewatching
the whole part, the Chang part, is what got me on this one. I almost would agree with you because of the Chang part.
Yeah, he's irritating.
It is.
He's very grating.
Yes.
I know that's Ken Jeong's shtick, but it's
this
too
one's
much.
bad. This one's like just bad grading. It's not like funny grading. It's bad grading.
This is almost annoying to watch.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like ready to do that. Now I watched all 3 of these again, and I was like, okay, narratively, structurally, as a narrative structure,
Yes,
it is more tight and satisfying than the next episode.
interesting.
Spoiler alert for my thoughts on that.
That's fair.
I think that as a narrative structure, the way that all the plots come together
Right.
and it kind of wraps up in a satisfying way,
Yes.
I think that works. It's a better made episode, I guess is what I'm trying to say. That doesn't necessarily mean I like it more. So we'll get into that. But I had a little bit more appreciation of it when I looked at it from like an actual storytelling lens. Than when I was sitting back and being like, this is annoying to watch. So let's get right into it. We'll see how far we go, because Rachel and I both were kind of like, we gonna do this one? Should we skip this one?
I think parts of it are okay. So I think we can talk about those parts. And I also don't think it's like the worst episode of Community.
Or bad. It's just like it's just kind of it's a little more bland than I think we both
bland and annoying.
We're hoping.
Right.
Yeah. This episode first aired on November 19th, 2009. It was written by Zach Paez and directed by Seth Gordon, who I think are a couple of names that we have not said yet. So this is like their first seance into the show. The episode begins with the dean on the microphone, as usual. He's announcing Green Week. Because he's going to bring the environmental awareness to Greendale. And that means that he has he is renaming Greendale
for the week
for the week. So they've made 5,000. I love how comical the stack of posters
because
is.
They're so thin. When he picked it up, it's like, wow, that is a thin poster.
Yeah,
but it's Environdale.
Envirodale.
It's like, why don't you just keep it Greendale?
And Starburns is like, we're already called Greendale.
Does he just look like pissed off? He's just like, just take it away, like something like that.
He looks at it for a little bit, and he's like, we need to redo all these. And she's like, you printed 5,000. He's like, well, redo them. I'm trying to save the planet here.
Yes. Haha, there it is.
A funny line from Pierce in the middle of all this, when he says we're going to have Green Week, Pierce says,
first we give a month of Black History, now we're blowing 7 days on the Irish.
Because Pierce is so racist, it's great.
He's so racist.
You just have to laugh at him because he's an idiot.
Because he's an idiot. Yeah, he's a boob. The dean also says that Green Day will be performing famed rock group Green Day.
That's
Rachel.
Right. The famed rock group Green Day. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. I know Green Day.
In class.
I know the music.
Yes. Rachel's like, I know Green Day.
I grew up on Green Day. It's fine.
I like Green Day.
I also like Green Day.
I've got nothing against Green Day. We go to the classroom. We go to Spanish class. They're clearly taking some sort of test.
Yeah, it's like a test or a pop quiz or something. Yeah.
Shang has his head on the desk, and he's making them all put their hands up when the timer is up. This is like some strange ritual that he must make them do when he says time is up.
I feel like there are teachers who will do that.
Oh, no. I think
pencils
so,
down,
too.
hands up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a pencils down, hands up thing. I don't remember ever having that. I mean, I remember I can remember teachers being like time, and you had to like put your pencil down. I don't remember the hands up thing where like you couldn't like literally be looking at your paper or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I do remember having to be like, okay, pencils down, like you can't do anymore. How annoying! I guess to make it even for everyone.
Is it though? Is it even for everyone? It's just stupid school stuff.
Teachers of Shelf Life. Do you do
Teachers of Shelf Life.
Unite! Do you do this to your students? Do you do the time thing? Is there a purpose?
Is this like is it like an actual like part of what the school requires you to do, or the board,
or is there
whatever the
like
hell.
is there a good lesson reason to do it? Is it to make everyone have
A specific amount of time?
Well, because the other thing about it is no one was done. The entire class was still writing.
It looked like
he
it, yeah.
either made it like too hard. I had those type of
Oh my
tests
God.
from time to time where like no one finished.
Yes.
And the teacher says time and everyone's like looking at each other like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
Because
In college, that would happen all the time. They're like, well, no, most likely everybody's going to get 30% on this test. Well, why the fuck? Why? What do you mean? Why is that normal? That shouldn't be normal.
of course, when this stops, Annie keeps going. Just cannot help herself. She has to.
Well, she's just not paying attention.
Finish. That's what I think too. I don't think that she's trying to deliberately do it.
No,
She
I
was
think she's
such
just
in the
continuing to
zone.
do it. Yeah, she's in a zone of I'm doing a test. Yeah.
Chang stalks over and pulls her.
Her
Chang
and her
starts-
entire desk.
Which is it is
This is
good the
funny.
way that he like pulls her out of the room and
Silently?
just shuts the door behind her. Yeah.
Yes.
And he tells the entire class that he's making them all write an essay in Espanol titled Annie's Mistake. Why doesn't Annie... Who asked this? Pierce? Does Pierce ask?
He's
Yeah,
like, why
of
doesn't
course.
Annie have to write it? And he goes, now it's 2 pages.
And Shirley says that this is Spanish 101. I know how to say, like,
Hello and
Hola.
tomorrow.
that's it. And
So now it's 6 pages on ignorance.
I will say, I never, that
No.
I can recall,
Yeah.
wrote an essay in an entirely different language. Like, you want to talk about where ChatGPT...
I did have to write an essay in a different language. I did. That was like one of the
I
final
can't
things
imagine
I had
this-
to do. It was pain.
How could this even be a test anymore? Because the person's just gonna fucking translate something in Google Translate, and if they're a good student, they're gonna go through and like change up
none
the
of them are-
prepositions.
They're not going to do that. They don't even take out the dashes from ChatGPT anymore. So, or even look and say, oh, it actually asked a question at the end, and they just copy and paste that into the entire essay. But anyways, I digress.
I saw that where like somebody put the end part where it always asks, like,
Yes.
"Do you want me to do
Would
this?"
you like
And
me
they
to
left
change it to
in.
it sounds like this instead?
Fucking dumb are you?
Well, that's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't use AI to learn. You're not actually learning anything. You're just cheating. You're cheating yourself at that point. It's fucking stupid. Anyways,
I think it's impossible. Like they can't even like how like I
that's
feel
like if
most
you're
people
like
take-
almost fully fluent, I would think. That would be
I
a lot
feel like
easier.
most people
Paragraphs.
take-
I can do paragraphs. That's what I would have had to do. You know, they would have us do
Yeah, I
paragraphs. So then we kind of, but having to do an entire like full essay just sounds daunting.
I slacked too much in my foreign language courses in high school because I was like, I just need to take this for college.
They were just, yeah. I should have done better.
So
I
never got
wanted
better
to
at it.
continue
should've.
it.
So after he says that it's going to be 6 pages, Britta says like, everyone shut up.
Put your hands down. Stop
Senior
asking
Chang-
questions.
Yeah, Senior Chang, we respect your authority. And he
20 pages on ass kissing.
So they all freak out, and Annie has found her way outside of the window to ask a question because she's
Yes.
taking notes on having to do the essay.
Yep.
That she technically doesn't have to do because she got kicked out.
Well, my
that
assumption
leads
is that
us-
he made her fail the test, right?
Probably, yeah.
Which again, I
We
disagree.
don't
with.
actually know. We don't, because that would have been an entirely different episode if
Yes.
Annie was forced to fail the test.
Ooh,
I
that's
have a feeling
also true.
I think he just took the test from her.
Yeah, and he
Or
just pushed. He
whatever
just
it
put her
was.
outside because he's like, I don't want to even look at you. I don't want to look
Yeah,
at you.
yeah.
I don't want you're out of
get
my class for the
classroom.
rest of the class. I don't want to look at
Yes.
you. And she's just peeking around the corner in the window, taking notes because she's that insane.
She's Annie.
She could have just gotten the notes from the rest of them.
But they wouldn't have taken the right notes, Rachel.
Also true.
She doesn't trust them.
Also
she doesn't
true.
trust them. It goes to the opening credits, and then when it comes back, we're in the study room, and Pierce says that if Chang gets any crazier, he'll win a Grammy. None of them really... He's disappointed that they didn't laugh at his joke.
Oh, of course.
Because he laughs at the joke. Nobody else
Right.
does. There's interesting camera work in this scene.
It's like
We get a little-
following
we get
them
some
around.
cinematic shots.
It's almost
Yeah.
a little bit more anxious.
I appreciated that they were trying something different with moving the camera around as the group talks to just try to convey maybe anxiousness, like
That's
you said,
what
Rachel,
that's what it
maybe
feels like to me,
something.
at least.
Shirley talks about how she has a public speaking assignment, and Abin and Troy are behind on a biology lab because Troy is afraid of rats.
But he's not afraid. He just doesn't.
Well,
They're just he doesn't choose them to be around or something. There's something he says about this. Something about centipedes and lakes. Hold on, what is it? I choose not to be around rats because they are unpopular, like centipedes and lakes. He doesn't want to be around them because they're an unpopular animal.
So the joke is that he's also afraid of centipedes and
lakes.
and water.
Yeah.
Is that because he's black? Is that like a?
Oh, do you think it's a? Do you
black
think it's
people can't
this, or do
swim
you think
joke.
he just? I don't know.
I think he's afraid of swimming in a lake.
That's
yes.
possible. That's possible. You never can tell if it is like if it's a race joke or if he just doesn't. If he just doesn't know how to swim, because I feel like anybody could be like afraid of water and not know how to swim,
Well,
and
yeah.
as being like an adult, that's kind of like
With Donald Glover,
you don't know how to
you don't
swim.
know.
Right.
You don't know 'cause
Exactly.
He can layer it in there
I know.
without you noticing. So they all look at Jeff because they're all like, we need to have Jeff talk to Chang. We need you to use your silver tongue.
Do your
to
lawyer
stop
talk.
Chang.
Do your lawyer talk.
Go tongue Chang.
Yeah. Ew.
Did you like though how because Jeff wasn't paying any attention and he realizes that they're all looking at him, that he's like, "You're all right," or whatever. He's like, he says his usual,
because he thinks that they're all like arguing about something and everybody has a different point, but but that's not what it is. It's like, no, we all want you to do what we need you to do.
And he says that, oh, come on, you can't make me talk to that guy. If he gets any more nuts, he'll win a Grammy. And they all laugh, and Pierce is like, but is it the chair? He says that he just needs to pull a C, and he can do that because he has all of them. Mm-hmm. And Annie says that, well, what is the gravy train? This gravy train is leaving the station, and she does this chugga chugga chugga.
Oh yeah, she does the chugga chugga. Oh my god,
she goes across. So this is actually,
she does it like too far with it.
I do think that this episode overall is bland. There's like 3 moments in it where I'm like,
yes.
okay, those are key community moments.
Right.
This is one of them because Annie does this chugga chugga choo choo train motion,
yes,
which shows off her like dorky side. And as she says this, Troy goes,
"Well, guess what, handsome hobo? Your gravy train's leaving the station."
Ignore what she's doing. We are serious.
Fine.
ignore what she's doing. We are serious.
Like, just let her be the dork she is.
Just ignore this. We are actually very serious. Like, because she does not take what she's doing seriously.
Right.
The most important moment in this episode is next, Rachel.
Okay.
The most important...
Tell us about it.
Narratively,
yes,
is next. The dean is in his office.
Staring
and
at
I
his
don't...
computer.
I have a question for you about this.
Do you? Do you have questions about this?
Yes,
I thought this
actually
was
do.
very just straightforward. Go on.
So on... Why not? Do you want me to make you describe what's on his screen?
No. Just go on.
Okay.
Because you have questions. You have to tell me
On his screen...
what you're questioning.
Is the only way that I can describe it is Dalmatian furry porn.
Oh, yeah.
It's a buff furry Dalmatian outfit. Or a man painted
I think
with
it's a
furry
buff
Dalmatian suit.
man. I think it's a buff man either painted as a Dalmatian or wearing like a skin tight suit. Like, you gotta think
'Cause you can
skin
see
tight, like
the
morph
pecs and the
suit.
abs. Yeah.
I think that's also like airbrushed on, but
That's what I'm thinking.
but it's like skin tight
Very
morph
elaborate.
suit.
And he says a line that I think the
And it's
internet
just kind of
uses-
like doing these weird motions. It's not
Just
doing anything
walking
sexual.
around,
It's just
yeah.
kind of like posing. Go
he
on.
says a line that the internet I think still uses to this day.
I think
Which
so.
is, I'll let you say it, Rachel.
This better not awaken anything in me.
It's better not awaken anything in me.
If this episode
I think
is,
it does, but anyways.
if this episode is for anything, it is for this Dean arc starting here.
Yes.
And that line.
Yeah,
That is what this episode should be known for.
I appreciate
I do.
that.
I like the Annie Chugga Chugga Choo Choo Train as well, but this particular 2 seconds is just fantastic. Now,
beautiful.
the question I have two questions.
Oh, okay, go on.
I have a general societal question, and I have a specific to the dean question.
Okay.
I will start with my general societal question. Was furry porn a thing back in the late aughts?
Maybe it was like
'Cause I
a
know-
closeted thing.
Okay. That's what
Right?
I'm thinking too. Like I'm sure it's been a thing.
Oh, it has to
forever.
have been a thing forever.
But I don't think it was like they weren't were they holding conventions? Yes.
Silent conventions, we don't know about them type of thing. Hush hush.
Yeah, I don't want to
Or not a
Google it, 'cause
convention
I don't
yet?
Need to,
When
I don't need
did-
to ruin my search history.
Do I have to look this up? Hold on.
Oh God, Rachel is gonna ruin
When
her search history.
did free conventions become a thing? 1989.
Okay.
1980s.
So it was... All right.
I
So
really,
it
I don't
was
know if I should go to
obviously a
here.
thing. No,
Yeah.
no. Because I didn't know about them until we were going to comic conventions, and you would
and then
tell me
Yes.
about folks that would, walk around wearing tails and shit, and
Yeah.
you were like, "Be careful, those are furries."
I don't know if I said be careful. I think it was just
Well,
like
whatever.
at one point there was both conventions were happening at the same weekend, so they were going to both. So then we
Oh,
had a
was it?
lot of people dressed as furries
Okay.
at the Comic Con.
There was,
And I think you were
an
questioning that.
overwhelming amount,
And so I
Yes,
looked it
at
up and I was like,
one
oh.
Okay.
It's fine.
But yes. So that's
Not
my,
that there's
that's my
anything
societal
wrong with
question.
that.
There's nothing wrong with it. No, nothing is wrong with it.
No.
Whatever consensual adults would like to do as part of their hobby, traits, desires,
Feel
perfectly
free.
fine. I think it's a great time. I still YMS. I like Your Movie Sucks. I think that those guys are furries. I'm not even sure. They're fun to listen to. They
Yeah.
seem really
There you go.
articulate when it comes to movies and shit.
So we appreciate you.
And one of them, and the one that passed away, was a wrestler and was
Aw.
really knowledgeable about
Oh,
wrestling.
yeah.
Anyway, that's as close as I come to the furry community's YMS. So that was my overall question there.
There you go. We have an
That was
answer.
my macro. That was my
1989.
macro question. I thought you said 1889. I was like,
Also
Warren
probably
G. Harding
possible.
Going to a fucking furry convention to get votes. Actually, it is very possible. Because,
I
like,
think it's
really, when
possible.
you think about it, a furry is just putting the fur outfit on in a more elaborate way, in a more cartoonish way. Like, just wearing the furs of an animal, but in a very cartoonish
Yes.
way.
Exactly.
So, there were furries are... It's a tale as old as time.
Exactly.
Here's my question.
Literally
about the dean.
with the beast. I'm sorry.
Here's my question about the dean. What was he
What was he
Was-
looking up?
What was he looking up that he ended up on this website?
That's a very
This-
good question.
Because he's clearly on like it's not OnlyFans, it's like a cam girl type website that he stumbled upon. But he was looking up something with Dalmatians, I assume. And I would have thought it would be for like Green Week, but this is where he ends up. Okay, Rachel is examining frame by frame the website that the
This
dean
is
is
very
looking
awkward
at
to
now.
look at. It looks like it just says like videos.tv, so it's just like some very
Okay.
generic thing.
Like a YouTube.
Yeah, I think it is.
So it's random.
Yeah.
So Rachel, do you have a theory about this? Do you have a theory about what the dean was looking up that he ended up on a furry, not full-on porn site, just something that made it adjacent enough to lead him down a path?
I'm assuming it has something to do with the environmentalist and something like just started to spiral
Yeah,
from there.
he just ended up down a
You know, like with
wormhole
about
on
animals
videos.
and like taking care
Yeah.
of them, and then all of a sudden now there's a man in an animal suit, and then he found a Dalmatian, and that's the one.
Yeah, you're right. He probably looked up animal something,
Yeah.
turned into animal suit,
Yeah.
turned into this.
Or like green
Video.
environmental animal. Like I'm just like trying to come up with random
Yeah.
words that you could just like splice together, and you're just like, what the heck? It's like searching anything. You know, you search anything, and as you start scrolling far enough, you're gonna find some weird things. You know,
That
So-
iceberg goes down real far, no
Yeah.
matter what you try. This better not waken anything in me is
wonderful line.
perfect.
We had to
Perfect
spend 10 minutes on it. Anyway.
line. Yeah, we did. Green Day, as it turns out, is actually an Irish band who comes there and tells the dean that they're here. We're Green Day.
Green
and
Day.
It's spelled all
Yeah.
Celtic-y, and he's like, oh shit. So now he doesn't know what to do because, like, he's hired Green Day, but it wasn't the right Green Day. We go to Chang's office, and it's covered in a southwestern motif
Yes.
with the giant poster that says El Tigre of this, like, big tiger.
Yep, there's tigers, there's bulls everywhere. It's very dark.
It's kind of perfect, though.
It looks like
makes
his
sense for
chair
this,
looks like a
insane-
throne. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
Jeff figures out that Chang's wife left him. Jeff walks in and tells him that he needs to talk, and, like, can he dissect something for him? And he says, like, your wife left you. And Chang is like, how did you know that? And he says, well, you told us that esposa means liar, and that you've worn the same shirt twice in 1 week.
I would love you to do like an experiment of just wearing the exact same thing every day for a month and just see if anybody notices.
Should do that.
I would love
Yeah.
that.
If anybody out there wants to get me the same 5 of the same shirt, I will wear that shirt every day, but so that it doesn't stink. I'll wear each different one. Yeah. And then he has a post-it note on a picture of him and his wife that says "Enjoy it while it lasts" in a bubble that she is saying. He's observant, Jeff is, but it's not really like that. It was that hard to figure out.
No, it's a little bit obvious. Mm-hmm.
Chang gets serious, and Ken Jeong does the veneer of El Tigre vanishes as he tells him the story of meeting his wife, which was that they met at a salsa club.
And she loved how he danced, and they danced together, and
yeah, she loved how he danced. But you get a job, and you stop salsa dancing because, like, now he doesn't have time to be able to take her to the clubs and stuff, I guess. Mm-hmm. No, he says...
I'm sorry.
He says, that's different.
They just don't get to dance.
The dancing was just something that they both enjoyed doing. He says, I will tell you right now that I pleasured her greatly. Mm-hmm. And Jeff goes, yeah, you'd have to. Like, looking at... Yeah, you look like you would have to. I am not surprised to hear you say that.
Right.
Chang says that he likes Jeff and offers him a pickled bull testicle. Are you offering or collecting? So the next scene
I don't know how to reply to that. I have nothing to say.
I was waiting for what Rachel thought of that.
I got nothing.
We learned that the experiment that Troy and Abed are doing is to have a rat respond to a specific song. And Abed has chosen the song from Ben, because of course he has. Ben, which one what you looking for? Have you ever heard of that?
I don't
think
I did. No.
Okay, Ben is a movie from the 80s, I want to say, that is about a boy and his pet rat.
Oh.
And I don't know what the rest of the plot is outside of that.
That's all I need to know, because that would be very perfect for Abed to choose. Yeah, because he's just going, somewhere out there. Is it under the deep blue sky?
Under the pale moonlight.
Oh, pale moonlight. But Troy hates it because it's like a duet. So it's like... And they have
this
to
is the
sing
first time that we've heard them sing in harmony, right?
It's great, though, and I love
Troy
it.
and Abed, they're really good at
They're
it.
fantastic. I had this thought of them starting to sing like this, and like other people watching them sing, like was going to be a part of that scene where they're just like, like they're all like watching them, like they're the rats as well, because everybody's responding to them singing together. I don't know why, but that's what my brain went to when I first heard them singing. I was like, oh, is everybody going to respond to them singing?
I want to make sure that this one is from Ben, because he doesn't actually... Maybe it's not. Oh, I'm wrong. It's not Ben, which are we looking for? It's actually from An American Tail. That makes sense,
which is
too.
also a rat.
And the rat's name is Fievel.
Oh,
okay,
Fievel.
So now I'm putting it all together.
Okay, there we go.
I was getting my rat movies mixed up in my head.
That's okay. There's quite a few, actually.
So apologies, folks. I had Ben mixed... Because Ben, the song from Ben is called Ben.
Right.
It's sung by Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
why
a
I was
Linda
like, I don't
Ronstadt
remember
song.
it being like Michael Jackson-ish. Like,
Yeah, you're right.
I
It's
feel
a
like
Linda
Troy would have
Ronstadt
been doing
song.
something way different if it was Michael Jackson. He'd be like into
Yeah.
it more.
Yeah, it's a duet. It's Linda Ronstadt and James Ingram doing Somewhere Out There. from An American Tale, which is why the rat's name is Fievel. Mm-hmm. So Fievel does do what they need him to do. He like stands up when they sing to him. Mm-hmm. So Abed gives him a treat. But another rat comes by and Troy freaks out and he jumps on the table.
Look, I understand his response.
Yeah,
I too have
I'm
had
not a
this
fan of
exact
mice,
response
rats.
before to things. Either rats or snakes.
Yeah.
I like them. They're fine in a cage. I don't want them wandering about where I can't see them. And then all of a sudden they just show up. Freaks me out.
Yeah.
And then I get the and then I sound like, stereotypical scared woman jumping on a table.
And that's how Troy does it. I'm sure I've done that before. When Troy jumps up onto the table and he screams girlishly,
Yes.
Fievel and his cage end up falling off of the table, and he gets out and he goes missing, and Abed's all concerned. And
Which is fair,
Abed-
because now the rat ran. That's their
Yeah.
that's their school
that's their
assignment.
experiment, and Abed, of course, feels a connection because he named it Fievel,
Right.
and everything else. I like the
When he goes deep voiced, like
the
yeah.
physical acting
Oh,
that
yeah.
Troy that
He gets so
Donald Glover does, because
stiff.
he stands so stiff and he's like, I'll kick all your asses, and then he says like,
But you have to
"You're
come
gonna
up here."
though. Yeah, and just like the stilted way he like moves his arms but keeps himself like completely locked because he's like still scared.
Right.
It's really well done. Chang wants to go out with Jeff to experience single life. And Jeff says that they can't because he's got this homework, he's got this assignment to do. And Chang is like, hey, you know what? Not anymore. So Jeff is like, hey, great. I can't wait to tell the rest of the study group.
Right.
And Chang's like, well, I didn't say the rest of the study group doesn't have to do it. You don't have to do it. You're the one that's coming out with me. And Jeff's
Right.
like, all right. Like, what's he? Jeff
'cause,
is
like,
in a tough spot.
Because
I
he still
think,
has
here,
to like
too.
sweet talk him into everybody doesn't have to do it. It's like
Yeah.
I feel like that's what he's thinking. Like, ugh, I don't want it to just be me, but maybe I can get him to do everybody.
I think that's the altruistic way to look at it. I think that's the way to look at it if you believe Jeff when he gets in trouble with the group later.
Fair enough. Yeah.
The flawed character way of looking at it is he doesn't care if the group has to do it. He
But
just
now he
needs
doesn't
to
have
pass
to.
this class.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's like, I'm just going to take this as a win. And then, of course, Abed opens the door and says, is there a rat in here? Which has a double meaning because of that Jeff is selling the group out. Mm-hmm. There's another cinematic shot, this time of Jeff making coffee the next morning. He's all hung over because Senior Chang
they went
kept him
out.
all night.
That's
Damn
right. Single life, you're always partying.
That's right. Folks, by the way, always partying, this guy.
Always
right
be
here.
partying. That's
Always
your motto.
be partying. I've got a shirt that says that. Always be partying. I wish I did have a shirt. I want to go out one night and just a shirt that just says always be partying. It says ABP. Always be partying. Right there. That is a Khal Drogo shirt if I've ever heard of
Oh
one.
my god, it totally is. He would. He'd
hey.
have that on some sunglasses. There's Khal Drogo. Always be partying.
I want a new flag, and it just says ABP. Always be partying.
That was a good impression, actually.
I'm working on my Jason Momoa. So it's my spare microphone. It's my backup microphone. It helps with the Jason Momoa impression.
That's right.
So he's clearly hungover. He's lying to the group at this point. He says that he's going to work on the essay himself. He doesn't want to pull the weight down for the rest of the group, and walks away. And Britta is like, he's hiding something.
Right.
And Annie and Abed say that that's not true. He's not really hiding anything. You're being too judgmental of him. Mm-hmm. And Troy says that she's being cold, and then is like, oh crap, here comes Abed. I need to get out of here. He's going to want something.
He needs my help, yeah.
Which is, of course, like supposed to be that like he's judging Britta for doing something similar to what he's trying to do to Abed here. Britta tells Abed.
She's trying to
Britta
make him
tells
feel
Abed-
bad about it.
Yeah, to make him feel better about, because like, what are the chances that they're gonna find Fievel, right? Like he
Right.
could be anywhere
It's gonna
on
be really
campus.
difficult. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
and
she's
she
just like,
says,
well,
like, I'm sure he found some other rats and is very
Right.
happy.
And she's just like, yeah, and maybe you can join us in reality.
Yeah, don't be so
Like,
naive,
Britta.
Britta.
It is kind of
Pierce's
hard to
help-
tell when Abed is going to be a bit naive himself and when he's
Right.
not. So fair
Right.
enough.
Well,
fair
I do
enough.
I do think that she was definitely patronizing
too
him a
much.
little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Treating him a little too kiddish.
Right.
I think.
I'm not a child, Britta. I just want my rat back.
I just want Fievel back. Shirley is with Pierce.
Yes,
and she
sweating
is
profusely.
trying. This is okay. Yeah, that's great though. That she's sweating profusely as she practices her speech, and she's trying to use cards.
And she's stilted and
Very stilted, very bad at it.
Yes.
She's very poor at being able to public speak, which is a fear that most people have. I don't know if I even consider this public speaking, Rachel. I'm
mean, it
embarrassed
is.
if I ever hear anyone
this?
else of. Well, no, this podcast. Yes.
Sure.
I don't
recording
consider
in a
this public
studio.
speaking.
It's not the same.
Yes, the public hears us sometimes
Right.
more than I anticipated, and I'm like, oh, that's embarrassing. 'Cause I'm never embarrassed about any of the weird, whatever you want to say, shit I say on this show, until someone we know, I hear them listening to me saying it. I can edit our stuff day in and day out.
Oh, easy.
But when I hear someone
All of a sudden
listening to me,
Yes, you're just like, oh
I'm
god,
like,
they're
oh,
listening.
that's embarrassing.
Oh, no.
Should be proud of Shelf Life, Rachel.
Oh, I
and I
am.
am. And you should be proud as Shelf Life listeners, quite frankly.
Damn straight.
You should be posting it, sharing it, telling people about
Clipping
it,
it.
making me. You should be trying to make me feel more embarrassed by having
Yes.
people engage with us and the podcast.
Like, I understand what you mean. Having to watch somebody or listen to somebody listen to me or watch me do something, I get a little embarrassed, like, oh god, is this too much? But, like, otherwise, I'm like, I know other people listen to it, so I'm like, I don't feel embarrassed about it. But observing somebody else,
Yeah.
it
I'm
hits a little
curious-
different.
But I know that it's like a huge anxiety for a lot of people, and I understand why, because you can make a fool of yourself, or you look like you don't know what you're talking about, et cetera, et cetera. I always think that if you just go up with the stance of, I can bullshit my way through this, even if I, like, prepare, but if you just think, like, no one's going to know, that's kind of the way to go.
As long as
but
you
anyway,
are confident with what you're saying, yeah.
if you give a speech with high energy,
Yes.
people will think you know what you're talking about. That's the key to all of it. She's trying to use cards. She has sweaty pits. Pierce says, no. Let me explain some things to you. First of all, do not lock your knees. You'll die. And then says,
Fair. She might pass out from that.
that's true. Yeah. And he says that if you want to drive home a point, and we've used this in our everyday vernacular now, Rachel, ever since I think we watched this first episode a long time ago, where he says that if you want to make a point, you hand the
Hand
audience
a sandwich.
Now,
Yes.
now you're dropping the sandwich.
You're
You have to
dropping it.
Hand them
out.
the sandwich.
Yes.
So your palm is up, and you go across the stage with it.
You hand
noticed-
everyone a sandwich.
It actually, you know what though? Except for the attention grabbing words like multiple orgasm.
Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit.
But the rest of his advice is not bad.
No, it's very good. It's very sound advice.
He's actually right about everything.
Yes.
Hand movements can help to establish what they should be listening to, and it keeps
what you're
focus on you.
conveying. Yes.
Lock your knees. Never lock your knees. You know what happens when you lock your knees? You die. Second, when you want to drive home a point, hand them a sandwich. Try it. Hand them a sandwich.
Hand them a sandwich.
Except that you just dropped the sandwich, as opposed to handing it to
Hand in
them.
the palm.
Right. So, yeah, and try attention-grabbing words to wake up the audience, such as multiple orgasm.
Oh, no. I don't think that would really fit into my message. Maybe we should focus more
Whatever.
on
He's trying to get her to get rid of her filler words, but he's doing it a little bit too harshly.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because he says, every time that she says, or anything like that. I have actually heard that is a method people use to try to get rid of their filler words, though, too. We just cut it from the
Yeah, you guys
from
don't have
the
to hear most
recording.
of it. We keep some
But
of
I
it so
have
it
heard-
sounds natural, but
So it sounds natural, yeah. But I have heard that is a way that people try to get rid of their filler words, is to actually have someone, when they present,
Like,
or when they're doing
hit like a
practicing,
buzzer?
is to say like every time they say because then it forces you to like think about it before you were to say it, because a pause is always better than actually saying the filler word. Maybe not on a podcast, because I don't want actually there is a thing where if you put a pause, people's brains perk up because I think you're about to say something important. So like that's if you ever want to know why we leave a slight pause,
a little slight pause.
That's
sometimes.
why we do it.
Yes.
Not to do the sausage.
It's like when we tend to go now.
Yes,
and then we continue.
We say now. Yeah.
Yes.
I do like when she says these brownies taste like, and he goes like, and she's like, that is not a filler word.
Right, it's just a
Whatever
part
you
of the
say,
sentence.
Valley Girl. He calls her a Valley Girl. Chang's lesson the next day is completely unhinged. He's calling Pierce old. He calls Abed ugly. And he calls Troy and Shirley dirty. And Troy's like, whoa, dude, or whatever after he says that. The way he does it is so ridiculous, too.
Oh my
because
God.
he's like, un paco.
Yes, he's like
un
points.
fuego.
Yeah. You are old. Like, that's how he says it. But in Spanish. Like,
Shakira.
And then he starts dancing.
Yes, does the Shakira dance. He goes, West Side? So he's like completely just being racist.
Well, he calls him dirty. A Tupaco, West Side.
A Tupaco?
Yeah, which is horrible. No. Bad. Like, hit him with the newspaper. Spray him with the spray. Bad.
Before anyone can call him out on this, though, he says that he's going to make that essay worth 30% of their grade. Jeff already turned his in. And they all look suspiciously at Jeff.
And he winks at him.
Mm-hmm. He even awkwardly bites an apple in this scene. Ken Jeong, this is what I'm saying, though, where it's like, this scene of Ken Jeong, crazy
as
teacher,
the teacher,
works.
Yes.
Ken Jeong as a human being that we're supposed to care about, doesn't.
You're just supposed to be that crazy teacher that we have to deal with because you're our teacher.
Chang wants to go out again, but Jeff is like, well, I have to study for this quiz now that you're setting up. And he's like, hey, I've already graded it. Guess who got an A+. And they laugh as they leave the room, telling some sort of joke. And the group is waiting there because they knew that something was suspicious.
Right.
And the jig is up. Chang walks away, and the group all tell off Jeff. Annie calls him a handsome hobo. Troy says, you got a weird forehead.
You got a weird forehead.
Britta says that they are disappointed in him, and Pierce says, hey, dial it back a little much there, Britta, even though all of the other insults were, of course, much worse.
Right.
They fight, and he tries to storm off with fake outrage, and they call him out on that, but he is able to do it anyway. And they say, they ask him if he's breaking up with the group. And he says, yeah, if that's what you want. And Pierce says, I've been divorced 7 times. Just don't answer your phones and bury all your money in the backyard. Chang and Jeff are making fun of Pierce's essay. The essay
and they're smoking cigars, by the way.
They're
in
smoking
his
cigars
office.
in Chang's office.
Yes.
Yeah. I have a feeling professors have done this. Not in the past, 40 years, but, back in the day. God, the cigar smoke that was probably in some of those places of higher learning, off the charts.
Yeah.
I feel like being a professor nowadays doesn't come with enough clout. Back then, you got to wear a suit jacket.
I think they should bring it back. Bring back the
pipe.
tweed jacket. I want somebody to have a bubble pipe. This is the professor I would want. Tweed jacket, bubble pipe. You don't have to smoke, actually. I want you to just have the pipe and blow bubbles in it, because I think that would just give me, the professor with the pipe. That's what I want.
Yeah,
yes.
Good stuff there. Good stuff there. Pierce's essay is talking about whatever. He went to the Apple store, and the Apple girl had manzanas gigantes, which is actually too clever for Pierce.
Probably.
I mean, I guess he's trying to make a joke, so he knew, I went to the Apple store, and the girl had giant apples.
Yes.
Although, he's got that wrong, right? Because an apple's a butt.
Is an apple a butt? A peach is a butt.
But an apple bottom...
Apple bottom jeans. Yeah, you're right.
Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that a thing?
Apple bottom jeans. Is that what that means? Apple bottom? Like the butt bottoms?
Yeah, because, I know a peach is a butt, but that's because a peach has a literal ass crack.
Damn
and
straight.
is, curvy, like all women's butts should be.
Yeah, I think it just means, the curvy butt.
Yeah,
Apple bottom jeans. You got that nice, juicy butt.
But the way that Pierce is phrasing it, he's making it's like
like boobies?
like up top, like a chest.
Yeah, those would be melons, not apples.
Right. Makes me think that he got it wrong. Does he?
I think he thinks
he
it
knew-
means maybe.
No, because he got Manzana.
I don't know. He's
right
just like, you know
because he
what?
said
Any
the Apple
fruit
Store.
can describe the boobs.
Yeah,
I guess
that's
that's
true.
what it is. You know.
Yeah. You know
got,
what?
You got some
He's got a point.
blueberries, or you got some apples, or you got some melons. I guess, right?
Yeah, whatever it is.
You got a bunch of different sizes.
One of them brings up the fact that, like, can you believe anybody married this guy? I think Chang says that. I think Chang brings up the idea that someone would actually married Pierce. Jeff is like, not only that, 7 times.
Yeah.
Married him 7
Yes.
times.
And then Chang starts crying.
Chang starts crying at the thought of being married, and Ken Jeong is trying to do this very comical,
Like whiny,
over the top, whiny cry.
Yeah.
It's about this point where I'm like, this is annoying.
It was too much. He was too much.
Yeah.
He
I got nothing
should
against
not,
Ken Jeong.
No.
Well, I do, but
he shouldn't
not the
be
person.
in.
Just I don't like his style.
No, yeah, that's fine. This character to me should never be the focus. He should always just
focus.
He should always just kind of complement everything else going on.
Agreed. Yes.
He's not a
Yes.
focal point because
He's an
he's
antagonist.
just too much.
He's an antagonist. He's a spice. Having him be the main character makes it very cringy.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Chang says he's so lonely he wants to die. He's making this extremely creepy face as he cries as well.
Yes, he is. And he's like,
And
now he's like laying on top of Jeff and...
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jeff struggles to console him. I've got to go to accounting. He says that it's not like he's going to strip clubs with Professor Whitman. And Chang gets jealous of this because he's like, now Jeff's going to leave me too. And he says, like, you better not be, or I'll give you an F or whatever he says.
Sure.
And he just tells Jeff to let me
it's-
rest gently on your pecs.
Chang, you're doing everything very inappropriate. You should be fired. You shouldn't be allowing a student to pass without doing work because they're hanging out with you. It's just like having sex with a student. Or...
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah. Because you're doing sexual favors for a good...
It's an emotional affair.
Mm-hmm. And he's saying, if you won't do this, I'm going to fail you. So now he's threatening a student for this emotional affair. If he won't do the emotional affair...
That's true.
He's going to fail him.
That's true.
That's also very inappropriate. Think about this if there was a female student. Like, that's...
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You're right.
I mean, I know it's 2 dudes just shooting the breeze, but it's...
Just going to a strip
still
club.
counts. Smoking cigars, but...
Yeah, you know what, Rachel? You make a fine point, and I think this could have been the thing that... Like, Jeff knows that could have been the thing that would have gotten him fired, maybe, but... I think that Jeff's thought
Well, they did
is,
say that
I just
nobody
need
wants
to-
his job, and they've been trying to
Yes.
fire him.
I just need to get past this class so that I can go back to, like, what do I care if this weirdo is teaching here or not?
Right.
Pierce wants Shirley to use a Jack Nicholson quote because that gives some flair to the speech. Mm-hmm. And Shirley tells, you know what, Pierce, thanks and everything, but I think I'll just stick with the cards. Pierce sits in Jeff's chair to try out his theory
Yes.
that it's really the chair.
It's all about
that allows-
positioning.
Abin and Troy come in. They're fighting about the rat. This is why I think that this episode is better written probably than the next one as far as story structure, because all of the pair-offs, all the little sub-stories that are going on, they combine themselves and they
It's like
intertwine
intertwine and come out
yeah,
and go back
come
in and then come back out.
very
Yes.
well. It's well done.
Yes.
How that works. Again, though, it's just that there's something about it that it's like I just don't necessarily like the plot as much.
Right.
Abbott and Troy are fighting about the rat, and Pierce tries to do Jeff stuff, like text and make little quips. What is this reaction? Exactly.
Whose reaction?
So they say, like, what are you doing? And someone's like, oh, he's sitting in Jeff's spot. He's trying to act
Abed.
like Jeff.
Right.
And they go, oh. And then they all go, oh. What is that second O about?
Well, the
That it's
first O is like,
gross?
oh, okay, that's what he's doing. And then they're like, oh. So, yeah, what is that second one about? Is it trying to be like, oh, you're trying to... I don't know. I actually don't know how to describe
you're trying
it.
to replace them. Is it pity? Is it That's
But it felt more
gross.
disgust, and I'm like, but why is
Yeah,
that gross?
that's what I thought too. It
I'm
felt
like, it's gross
disgust.
because he's trying to be like one of the others, so, but then I would have thought it was more like, oh, you're trying to be popular, like, oh.
Yeah,
kind of
like
half
pity.
pity, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's like disgust. Interesting.
I'm not sure what to think
it
about
doesn't
that.
hit for me, and I don't understand.
Yeah.
Huh.
Folks, let me know what that was supposed to be.
Or how
why-
did you take
We're not
it?
getting
What are
that.
you
Yeah, how did you
thinking?
take that? As Troy and Abed fight, Troy tells Abed that real friends help me with things, not vice versa. So it's part of Troy having to lose his macho veneer
Yes.
of being, all that and a bag of chips. As he was in high school, he now has to learn some humility
Yes.
now that he's at Greendale. So this is part of that character arc of his. Abed runs off because he's upset. And Pierce says that if he gets any nuttier, they'll put him on The View. And they all go, oh, that's a pretty good one. That was a good one. And then Pierce Pratt falls because it's Chevy Chase, and he has to fall out of his chair. Because
Right.
that's just, you have to. You're Chevy Chase.
Yes, it's all physical comedy for him. So he was trying to do I'm going to lean back in my chair, all cool like Jeff, and then he just falls over because
And
he's
fell,
Pierce. Yeah.
Abed finds Fievel in an
He
event
goes into a
in the
little
hallway.
vent. Fievel
Yeah.
is cute.
As as a mouse would do.
Yeah, find little places to hide.
The dean introduces Green Day, but he goes, and I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid right off here. It is not the real Green Day. So,
And then he just runs
kinda
away.
Leaves. Yes. Which would suck if you're this Green Day band, because it's like the guy.
It's like we
clearly
are the
set
real
you
Green
up.
Day. Yeah.
No, I think it's more like you're just set up now to fail because
Right.
he clearly did not prep the people here for what they're in store for.
Yes. Well, Chang walks in because Jeff's hanging out in the crowd.
And he says, like, hey, do you want to hang out some more? Because if you don't, I will fail you. So
Yes.
he's gone completely off the deep end because he went from Jeff being like his favorite buddy
Right.
to now threatening Jeff to
You're
if he
forced
doesn't
to
hang
be my
out.
buddy.
Which could give
This
you
is
an
the indication
of
of
what
the
happened.
marriage?
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Senora Chang. Because obviously he's a bit of a clinger, this Senor Chang.
Stage
bit of a
9 clinger.
bit of a abuser, if you will, emotionally. Senora Chang is there. Jeff invited her. Chang says, I didn't think that she wanted to talk. And Jeff says, I didn't invite her to talk.
And then Green Day
Or I didn't tell her you wanted to talk.
Right. Green Day says that the next song will be dedicated to Senor and Senora Chang.
So they begin to dance. As they're doing this, all three of the
And this just is so weird. and
storylines
stupid.
kind of wrap up. Shirley is
Surely,
giving her
I
speech.
like everything that happens outside of the dancing, by the way.
I agree. I
So-
completely agree with that. That's what makes this. That's what makes me have mixed feelings about this, because the Shirley and Pierce storyline is so sweet and
It's-
tender,
Right.
and actually so is the Abed and Troy storyline. That
They didn't
it's
have
almost
a
like,
good main. They did not have a good main thread.
yes,
And they
yes.
wanted this Chang one to be the good main thread, and it was just like, no.
It's almost like they purposely made the Chang stuff in this one because they were like, oh, that stuff's too sweet. We need to make something that's more cynical or
I don't
like
know.
not sweet, but like the veneer of sweetness. Because I agree, the other stuff is so much better.
Yeah.
than the Chang shit.
So let's go to the other stuff. We know Chang is dancing with his wife, and it gets weird.
Shirley is giving her speech, but is staring down at cards, and the rest
Everybody
of the
looks
class is
bored.
bored, and the professor asks her to put down the cards. Abed is singing to Fievel and is singing the Somewhere Out There song, and it becomes a marathon. No, it's not a marathon. I can't remember what it's called when the band begins to play in their style, and then
Yes.
it matches up with another character doing a completely different song, vibe, whatever, and then it like matches up and it like remixes it together. There's a term for that in musicals and in like theater and stuff, and I cannot remember what the term is, but I'm sure someone will correct me on it. But that's happening because as he sings Fievel and Green Day plays, Green Day is playing this Irish
Medley?
music. Yeah, it's kind of a
Mashup?
medley. I guess a medley is probably the way that it would be. Yeah.
It's the only thing I can think of. When you mash up something and you have like a medley.
Yeah, medley's probably the best way to describe it.
Yeah, it's all of those types of things. Sorry, I wanted to find something for you.
There you go. That's close enough.
Good enough.
Close enough. So we're getting Somewhere Out There with Abed singing it with the Green Day, but in like in this Green Day band, Irish jiggy
salsa
undertone
thing. Yeah.
Pierce reminds Shirley, because for some reason the timing when this is happening doesn't make a lot of sense.
No.
So this Shirley has a class.
I guess it's a night
where she's
class.
giving a speech.
I guess
that's what I was
that's
wondering.
fine.
Like, when is this? Is this nighttime?
I used to have night classes, so maybe.
No, I understand. I just feel like she wouldn't have night classes because of the kids.
Oh, because of the kids. That's true.
Yeah, but there's a class going on where she's giving the speech.
Maybe
at
it's
the
like
same
4 in the
time
afternoon.
that the Green Day. Yeah, I'm guessing it's like an afternoon thing. It's something really dumb.
Because the dean probably put it at a weird time.
It's got to be because they were cheaper then or something.
Right.
Who knows? Pierce is in the class with Shirley, and he is eating a sandwich for some reason, which is comical.
All because of like giving the sandwich. Yes.
Yeah, he inexplicably has a sandwich. And
they make
eyes,
Shirley, and he goes, sandwich. Like,
he
holds it
up the sandwich. At the same time, the Chang salsa dance is going on. Troy joins Abed, so now a duet is happening.
Yes.
And it all comes together. She uses all of Pierce's suggestions.
Even
she does
the words.
She does she feeds them a sandwich.
Yes.
She says that it has an orgasmic
delight.
Yeah.
Like delectable.
My favorite part is after she does that, he nods slowly.
Yes, he's just like, yes, she's learning.
I even wrote in my notes here, Rachel, after the first time I watched it, I wrote, I don't think this episode is great, but the way this all comes together is impressive.
Yes.
It actually kind of shows you how well made this show is going to end up being. They can do stuff in these like throwaway episodes almost, where it's like, okay, this is better done than this would be on 90% of television sitcom stuff. They're really trying to make it all interlink. Britta is surprised that Jeff would do this because she just sees the salsa dancing going on and turns and looks at Jeff, and Jeff's like kind of smiling at it. He is happy for Chang, I think.
Yes.
Like he knows that this is going to help the group, but I think he's genuinely like, I actually did something
nice.
Good.
Yeah.
I love. This should be a GIF. I don't even know what for, but I love this. So Shirley does the impression of Jack Nicholson for apparently no reason at all. She just goes, "Here's Brownie," and like
that's her ending thing. Yeah.
But I love that Pierce blows Shirley
her a kiss. And then Shirley does like the American Sign Language of thank you.
Thank you. Back to him.
Yeah.
I love that moment because it's so genuinely like sweet and stupid.
Yes.
That it really works for me because of like what you go through.
Because it was like his way of saying like brava or bravo,
yes,
right?
Absolutely.
And then she's just like, thank you. Like, thank God you actually did help me.
I'm going to repeat this. In the next episode as well.
Okay.
But I prefer the Pierce Hawthorne in season 1 because he's buffoonish and racist and sexist and stupid and a boomer.
However,
sometimes he has good advice.
Right.
He's not just this cartoonish villain that he becomes in the second season. This is one of those examples where like he's a buffoon, but he was right about
some
how
of
to
it.
Public speak,
right?
And like help.
Like he
technically
was even right about having those words, having words in a speech that would make you think. Just screaming out like orgasm and stuff. You don't do that, but like
orgasm.
But like how she did it, where it was like orgasmically delicious or whatever.
Yes.
Like that does work.
The rat goes in Troy's pants.
I almost thought you wanted a gif of the rat going into Troy's pants and the way he kind of just goes, and his face does that thing.
I mean, no, Donald Glover does a good job of that too, because that's very natural. Like if something creepy happens to you where you like feel it,
yes,
like a bug or something comes on you,
yes,
and you do that.
What is that weird skin crawl moment? You all know it. You all know it. You felt it.
Yeah.
You've done it.
He does that skin crawling motion very, very well. They are able to get Fievel back in the cage. Troy goes, "That was disgusting," and Abed goes, "Thank you." So that's been wrapped up as well.
Yes.
Chang and his wife are making out really grossly. Thank you, on the dance floor.
It's grotesque.
Britta asks Jeff what he's doing. Jeff says that he's getting a refill on his void, is how he phrases it. I don't remember void coming up earlier in the episode.
And
so
now that you say that, I'm like,
deleted line.
Yeah, did he say something about having like a
phrase.
void in his heart or something? Like, I guess because he's empty. But I feel like they would have used the phrase, like they would have used the word void. So there's got to be like a change somewhere.
That's where it makes me feel like that had to have been a deleted line somehow. Mm-hmm. Because like the void part is so specific. Shirley got an A, and Pierce had a sandwich.
So he was happy.
They come and tell us that. Yeah, he was happy. The boys say they found the rat, so now Abed can shut up about it. And Shane gets up on the microphone and he thanks Jeff.
I've been a horrible husband, and I've been a horrible teacher. And I'd like to thank my student, Jeff Winger, for showing me that and helping me fix my marriage. No more 20-page essays due on Monday.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you. Although, Winger, you should write a one-page essay called Taking Advantage of the Emotionally Vulnerable.
Booyah.
Because he knew what he was doing the whole time. Is that what that means?
No, I think it means that once he came to his senses, because now the wife is back, now he can see through what Jeff was doing.
Right.
Because he's back to being at full power evil Senior Chang.
Yes, because now he's got the woman as well.
That's right. His
El Tigre
emotional...
has his tigress.
Yes, El Tigre is back, if you will.
Just felt awkward saying it like that because it's just so cringy.
El Tigre. El Tigre! So they asked Jeff, like, did he do that for the study group? And he's like, yeah, I did. This was all the worst way to pass Spanish class. And Pierce even chimes up and goes, no, we're the best way to pass Spanish class. Annie apologizes for calling him a handsome hobo.
And then they all say they'll help him with his essay.
And he tells him to go dance. And Pierce ends the episode by telling us, I know about the chair.
It's the secret.
That's it. Yeah. The stinger for this one is Abed and Troy are getting ready for a water gun fight around the school, and they must have invited Pierce. But Pierce comes in with this little pea shooter, and they're like, you think that you're going to be able to, like, fight us with that? And he shoots them with this little gun, and he filled it with pepper water.
Oh, yes. Right. It burns.
It's pepper water! Who even has pepper water? And that is the end of environmental science. Rachel, what are your thoughts about this episode?
I mean,
thoughts?
My final thoughts are, I like the parts that aren't Senior Chang. I wish Senior Chang was a bit more of a complement than a main focus. But I there's pieces of this that actually have potential. And like you were saying, it is written well where it kind of, they're apart and then they come back together and then it goes apart again and then it all wraps up together in the end. And that's nice.
A neat little package then.
Right. But that's very good storytelling. So I feel like that's nice. But the story they're telling, little lackluster.
Agreed. I think that it's all right. It's an all right episode. I'm kind of wondering if it's going to end up in the middle of the pack or lower in the pack. Like, I don't know. It is not my favorite. There's just too much Chang.
Too much Chang.
Which, another t-shirt idea, too much Chang.
Too much Chang.
It seems to help establish that Jeff is happy with the group. And you do see that in these, like, few episodes here where he's accepted the group.
Right.
As more than just, like, the study group.
I don't know. I think he just kind of took advantage of it at the end here, because he just wanted to get rid of Chang. He wanted Chang off his back because he's just like, Chang is clinging. I need him to go back to his wife so he stops clinging to me. So here's your wife.
Sure.
And then they're like, oh, Jeff, you did this for us. And he goes, yes, I did.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
He's just taking advantage of people still.
No, I can definitely read it.
Because when you said that, I'm like, no, now I see it. It is just taking advantage of everybody in this episode.
Well, I think he genuinely realized
though?
he was doing a good thing, but he always has an ulterior motive.
Always.
A bit. I do think, though, that it is impressive how it all comes together. I think that it's written and directed well in that sense, and they do try some different things cinematically. Overall, though, I just don't completely enjoy the main plot of this one. I don't think I would come back to it because I just don't care about the Chang stuff.
Right.
Although I really do like the Shirley and Pierce stuff.
Yes.
I think the Abed and Troy stuff is all right, too.
There's not a lot to that, the Abed and Troy stuff. I feel like there's, like, something missing to make it feel a little bit stronger.
Just a couple of scenes. Mm-hmm. They are really side characters in these couple of episodes here, where it's just like they're almost doing their own shtick off to the side.
Yeah.
In these couple. I don't know why that is, but just happens to be in these few. Of course, the most important piece of this is, I hope nothing is awakened in me.
Oh, yes. Oh, everybody has to take that one home.
That is the most important thing. Yeah.
Yes.
That's the most important thing, and Annie's chugga chugga choo choo joke.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
And the other thing about it is, I feel like it's a missed opportunity to do an environmental awareness week. And that had nothing to do with the episode at all.
It had nothing to do with anything except for the band.
It
didn't even have anything to do with anything.
And that was really just an excuse for the dean to hold another rally, dance, what have you. Yeah, because he does one every week.
Right.
So it was just another excuse for that type of thing. Fair. Other than that, it really had nothing to do with anything, and I feel like you could have made an entire plot out of the dean trying to set up an environmental awareness week or environmental fair and the shenanigans that could have taken place.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Anyway.
No, I agree.
So we've passed environmental science. Our next class kind of gets into that, where the whole focus is on the fair dance mixer that is put together by the dean. Because, Rachel, what will we talk about after we go to a break? We got to get to our next class. What is our next class?
Our next class is the politics of human sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Learn all about
the P
and the D. I don't know what you meant by the P.
No, isn't that what they were calling it? The P word?
Oh, that's right. They were calling it the P word. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to go... So Rachel's going to go commit a reverse Porky's, and when we come back, we will discuss...
You gotta explain that one to me.
What is it? The politics of human sexuality.
Yes.
After the break.
After the break.
Air conditioning. You may think you're too cool for community college, but just wait till it gets really hot outside.
Every Greendale class has air conditioning.
I used to go to the movies when I wanted to cool down, but it's cheaper to just enroll at Greendale.
Air conditioning. Is there anything cooler than that? Greendale Community College. You're already accepted.
Because we're back! We're wearing robes here at Shelf Life. That's right. Rachel and I.
We decided to get comfy.
Christmas morning robes for this episode. Or for this portion of the episode.
Human sexuality.
I think it's appropriate.
We're in the middle.
Given what the subjects are or what these two episodes of Community are. These next two episodes are.
They're cozy. Yes.
They're cozy.
They're either flippant and then cozy-ish. Esque.
There's an STD fair, so you got that whole like, hey.
Yeah, I was like the very sexy I'm in my robe episode, and then the other one where it's like, yes, holidays where I can be lazy in
Christmas,
my robe.
Where you can wear a robe.
Yeah.
Robes are allowed on holidays, Rachel.
I know.
Very few people know
my
that.
dog has a robe that he wears on Christmas.
Your dog does have a robe that he wears on Christmas. So, Rachel, what are we talking about next on Community?
We're going to be talking about episode 11, the politics of human sexuality.
Yes, our next class is the politics of human sexuality. we are going to have to try to pass that. It sounds like a difficult class. Rachel, what's it about?
Per usual, community 3 things are happening throughout the episode. The main piece is Annie helping out for an STD fair. Jeff and Pierce are going to have a double date, and so Jeff needs to find a date. And Troy and Abed are facing off against each other in sports activities.
The way that the community, at least in this first semester, is definitely structured, they all pair off into couples or triples, triplets, and do something. So yeah, that's correct. There's an STD fair going on, because of course there is, because the dean, I can't tell if that's like the joke that the dean is always trying to put on some kind of event.
I think so. I think the dean is constantly doing events, and that's got to be a part of it.
Thinking that by putting on these events, it somehow makes it
it's a community college. You know, you come together as a community at events.
Yeah, like it makes it legitimate because you're putting on like a real college would.
Yeah. Yeah, because community schools are not that's not real college.
No, it's not. I'm trying to figure out what day it aired on, but I lost the tab. It aired on December 3rd, 2009. This is the first episode, I think, given full credit to Hillary Winston, who's one of the writers on the staff, and directed by Anthony Russo. So, shall we begin? So, as Rachel said offline before we started recording, she said, those giant condoms.
Yeah.
Look at the giant condoms.
Starts off with giant condoms.
But you said it like...
oh, look at the giant condoms. Oh, look at the pirates.
Like they were like these like cute, like, oh, look at how it's horrible.
Oh, look at those.
But there's kids bringing in these giant, huge condom replicas under a Catch Knowledge banner going into the cafeteria or whatever it happens to be. Mm-hmm. Annie is with the dean talking about her plans for the STD fair.
That's right. Now, Catch Knowledge.
Rachel.
Yes.
Did your school have an STD fair or a sexual awareness
like a full fair? Probably not a full fair. I think they just kind of did one of those things where it was like, yeah, your RA is going to do that.
Oh, your RA was supposed to do something?
I feel like that's what happened. I honestly don't remember. I feel like that's all it was. It was kind of like we have something going on, and then there's a booth for the STD stuff. So, like, you know, like it was kind of like but it's not the overarching, like, yes, that's what we're talking about here. Don't be stupid.
I feel like...
I don't think they did that. I feel
like it was like, you're on your own.
No, I know that they made the RAs do stuff. For at least the people who lived on campus. It was very small. It was like, here's your sheet. We have condoms in our room. That's about it.
Yeah, maybe that was the extent of it. Like, make sure you know what you're getting yourself into, literally. And then here's a condom or two. Yeah. You know what's weird?
What?
And granted, like that we didn't have like condom dispensers in the bathrooms or anything like that.
No, you could go to the health clinic. They would have free condoms. Every RA had like colorful condoms. There were condoms everywhere.
As we are about to learn,
I feel like
lots of loving going on.
If you thought there wasn't a way to get one, there were many ways to get them.
Well, because that's the whole crux of it. When like these people, folks at home, in particular young ladies that are listening to Shelf Life, never let a guy say he.
Oh, I don't one.
Like, carry him around.
No, just have one yourself then. Yes.
Yeah. Just carry
always
one
have one because don't trust the men to do something.
Well, I don't.
They don't know what the hell they're doing.
A condom around. I'm never prepared to actually make it that far at any given time.
Well, they do have an expiration date, so I would assume that you'd
want to get them. I'd be scared. I'd be like, this fucking thing's been sitting in my pocket. I probably got pricked by something. If you assume you're getting to
that position, then at that point, yeah, just go get some. It's not a big deal.
Exactly. Give me 5 minutes or whatever. Anyway,
too much.
But the dean is worried about STDs around campus. You know what would have been funny is if the setup was something about like, oh, you know, Greendale has the highest percentage of STDs of the community colleges in the area, so I have to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to try to bring it down. They never really explained why he's doing it. That he is holding one. The dean gives Annie some props. Annie gives a flyer to Troy and Abed. Troy promptly takes the flyer and crumbles it up and tries to throw it into a trash can from a long distance and misses, and Abed takes his and does the same thing. And of course, it being Abed, he doesn't throw it like a basketball shot. He just chucks it. Like in like one like weird like swoop of his arm down by his side and just like a full circle toss.
He like catapults it.
Troy gets upset by this because he's supposed to be the best athlete on campus.
Yeah.
And Troy's competitive nature takes over and tells him that we're going to go play real basketball right now.
Because it's you stick to quoting movie lines and I'll stick to sports. They have their roles.
And they are not allowed to maneuver around those roles or improve themselves in any way. Jeff and Britta walk by Annie, who's handing out more flyers, and Jeff dismisses it until he sees a blonde lady who walks by wearing one of the like STD fair shirts.
Yes.
So Jeff is like, oh, well, if she's into
now
it, then
I care.
I can be. Yes.
Because she's a busty blonde.
Is she busty?
She's a bit busty. I mean, she's got like some lace thing going on underneath this top, so...
She has this look, I can only describe it, Rachel, as mid-aughts Playboy-ish look to her. It's something about the shape of
dirty
the jaw.
Blonde. Her big lips. Her lips that look like she has some injections in them. That's what I think is doing it for you.
Okay.
Because her lips look like she's got lip injections because they're like really poofy.
Yeah, there's something about this big, particular look.
Mouth.
Yeah, big mouth. Yeah, there's something about this particular look. Big teeth. It was rampant. A few years before this. Like, I'm thinking more like mid-aughts versus this particular 2009. Like, it feels like it would have almost been like on its way out at this point. But still, that same idea. This is Sarah Erickson playing Sabrina in this episode.
Is her name Sabrina in the episode? Her name is Sabrina?
Yeah, her name is Sabrina. I think they might say it twice. Maybe.
All right.
She's not very bright. She's quite stupid.
Yeah, she's supposed to be a ditz. She's just a blonde bimbo in this, I think, is the idea. She's just he goes, this is the secretary. And she goes, that's degrading. And I'm like...
She helps the dean with office thingies or something like that.
Yes. You're just saying that because there's like connotation attached to secretary, but that's still a position.
Right. She doesn't
title.
Understand why it's degrading. Yeah, she just knows she's supposed to say that. The dean is explaining to Britta and Jeff or maybe Annie is explaining to Britta and Jeff what the STD fair is, and Britta says, you do know that the toilets in the women's bathroom don't have seats, right? The dean turns to Sabrina and says, you're right. Sabrina, take a note. I want hidden cameras in every stall.
Right? Oh, Jesus.
Because someone keeps stealing the seats, so he wants hidden cameras in each stall to see who's stealing the seats.
Right, who's the one stealing. You know, you could just have a camera outside the bathroom. Because you'd see the person who walks out with a bunch of seats.
Well, the dean thinks impulsively. He wasn't thinking,
I know.
You know.
Oh, I know.
There is a extremely Joel McHale line here, Rachel. This felt like Joel McHale could have written it himself, because Annie hands Jeff a fortune cookie that has STD information in it, and the fortune cookie says what?
You will get AIDS. And then she says, flip it over, and it says, unless you go to the STD fair.
That's right. So I would a fortune cookie that tells someone you will get AIDS.
You will get AIDS.
Hilarious. And die.
And die.
Annie is all excited about how she came up with it because she goes, I wrote that one.
Yeah, she was so proud of herself.
Says, Congratulahorrible, which I really don't like.
I don't. That's
but it
so
is
cringy.
So Joel McHale.
Yes.
It's very Joel McHale though.
Also
to do some line like that.
Yeah.
Pierce is asking Jeff if they can double date because he has a girlfriend and he's bragging about it, and she's she's real, if you know what I mean.
Awkward.
He cups his chest.
I hate it.
And Jeff says he does not think that they will double date. And when the whole group gets there, they ask what they're planning for the weekend or something. Like, what are they planning for tonight? And Pierce says, well, I'm going on a double date with Jeff. Pierce has a girlfriend, and they're like, oh, what does she do, Pierce? And Pierce says, she's an escort. They all get ickied out by it.
Oh, not for me. That's just her job.
Yeah, that's her job. She's not escorting me. I like how progressive Pierce is here. He's just like, yeah.
He's okay
like,
with her being an escort.
Yeah, that's her job.
That is true. Mm-hmm.
You know, like
he is very okay with it.
You could see a way that this would be written where he doesn't know what her job is, and then finds out that she's an escort, and like shenanigans
of
ensue.
Course, yes.
But I kind of like the fact that he's like, no, that's just what she does. Mm-hmm. Now, I do kind of wonder, Rachel, if he thinks that he's basically dating a professional by dating a legit sex worker, as they are called. If he thinks that he will be getting some professional style sexual escapades,
I would imagine
that is his goal here.
Potentially, maybe. Like if she's that good, if she's making people pay that much money, she's got to be fantastic. So yeah. I would assume.
But I always put escort. Like if you call your folks at escorts at home, let me know if this is like true, if I'm like thinking of this correctly. I always picture like escort is kind of what Doreen ends up being here, where it's like more sophisticated. There's like
she even says like that people want to do more talking than actual like sex.
There's a whole routine to it. It's not really a sexual act. There's like a whole like
it's more like to be that
exactly. Out of it.
Yeah, it's like that Japanese thing where you can like rent a person just to be like a companion.
Yeah,
like
you can rent
it's
a
literally
and
not
all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, you can get like a mom, or you could get like a friend or like a fake date. Yeah, just to talk.
Troy immediately is like taking a call girl to an STD fair. There's a joke here.
Yes,
and he starts trying to figure out a joke for this, which is true. There's got to be a joke there. You're taking an escort to an STD fair, which I would almost think that, again, high-priced escort, probably the safest lay you can get. She's proud. That's probably her bread and butter, is to make sure that she's clean.
Everything's clean. Oh, of course, she has to.
It's like how on like porno sets, like you're not the like legit ones. Like, you're not allowed to do anything unless you like come with papers saying like you're clean, because they don't need that spreading.
Right, I would assume. You missed the fact that Troy and Abed come in though, and they played basketball, and Troy's pissed off and goes, "It's impossible to guard you because your eyes are too gentle and mysterious." Which means that Abed won while they were playing some one-on-one.
That's right. Yeah. So this escalates because Troy once again lost to Abed in a athletic endeavor.
Mm-hmm.
Pierce still thinks that he's going to be able to double date with Jeff, and Jeff is like, "Is there a pill that can make no clearer?" Because it's not getting through to Pierce that this is not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And they tell Jeff that it's not right for Jeff to be able to make fun of Pierce for having a girlfriend just because he can't get one. One of them says, "I'm sure you're right," and the whole room goes, "Ooh."
Yeah, they keep going back and forth with like the oohs, like, because Pierce is just like, "Yeah, it's short notice. I bet you couldn't even get like a date anyways."
That's right. Yes, and they all go, "Ooh."
Right.
which obviously is an insult, but then Jeff just goes, "I'm sure you're right," and they go, "Ooh," which is
like it was a back.
Pierce is like, "Well, when was the last time you scored, Jeff?" And he tries to be witty back and says, "I don't know because I didn't get a receipt."
Pierce, yeah, and then he's like expecting the oohs.
It's the most clever thing that either one of them said back, so it should have gotten an ooh.
But they all kind of went, no.
Was it some kind of joke?
No, this is. Don't eat the crab dip. Yay.
He's very, very proud that he was able to come up with a call girl at an STD fair joke. It's a good joke.
Is it?
I think so.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. I like it.
Well,
I liked it. I thought
I'm glad you liked it.
It's a very dad-esque joke. It's a very I could come up with that joke. I guess that's why. It's a very hammy joke.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like it. Annie's putting up another banner at the dean's office, and the dean comes by. The dean, by the way, has his STD fair shirt on.
Yes.
Over his shirt and tie.
His full button-down, long-sleeve button-down, like, shirt and tie, yes.
Which would be enough to be like, oh, I'll just throw this over my shirt.
Yes.
He also has it tucked into his pants.
Yep.
It's such a choice, you know? Like, just this image makes it so funny Like, if you were to just look at it for a second, you'd be like, he looks so weird. But you wouldn't necessarily be able to pinpoint it down, and it's because he has it tucked into his pants.
Yeah.
He tells Annie that she's doing a great job putting this together. Do you hear that, Annie? It's STDs saying, oh, stop being so aware of us! She says that she was voted most likely to succeed at her rehab clinic. So... that she did realize
the rehab clinic that she went to because she was so type A, and had to succeed. You'd think that
that they wouldn't encourage it.
Yes.
Yeah. The dean tells Annie that he wants her to do the big presentation that he has planned for the STD fair, which is putting a condom onto
a condom
what
demonstration.
His dad referred to as a Jimmy Carter. Which means that just means that the dean's dad always called Jimmy Carter a prick or a dick, I assume.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that.
She is afraid to do this, and the dean goes, oh, it's not a real member. It's just anatomically correct model, but eyes closed. You cannot tell the difference. And then... He's also got Jim Rash, very good in this episode.
Yes.
He has, for some reason, he has a juice box.
Juice box.
So when he says, but eyes closed, you can't tell the difference.
Then he sucks out of the juice box.
He takes a sip of the juice box and goes, all right, and just walks away.
Now, question. When he says it's an anatomically correct piece.
Yes.
Right, a model.
Yes.
Did you expect just the anatomical piece? Like that member of that body part?
Yes.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah.
The first time I would have watched this, yes.
Yep. It is not.
Instead it is a full model with what I assume is just an erect penis.
It has to be. It has to just be an erect penis, because why else you put the condom on it?
I mean, yeah, you can put it on a flaccid penis.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, it's not going to work.
What's the point?
Anyways, I kind of imagined like the David statue. That's kind of what I imagined it looking like, because they never show the rest of it. That you only see the back of it sometimes.
Right.
And so I assume that it kind of looks like the David statue. So it's got like that pompous, but he's erect. Like that's what I imagined.
Folks at home, have AI make an erect David statue.
No. An SFW.
I don't want them to make their own artwork of it. I want AI slop version.
I don't even know if AI would do that. They're probably like, that's inappropriate, and I'm not allowed to do that.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I want to make AI do it. I want you to force AI to do something that it doesn't want to do.
Just tell them to put an eggplant down there, and they won't know.
An eggplant? No, because AI is so fucking stupid. It would literally replace.
Yeah, that's fine.
David, like the penis, with like a banana.
That would be hilarious.
Banana, as Shirley says later. Banana. It's one of my favorite lines in the entire series.
Britta, can you get the banana?
Jeff is calling random girls in his phone to try and get a date, and all of the girls in his phone do not have names. They have keywords.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. I don't necessarily mind how Jeff's a handsome man. He's suave. He's good with the ladies. He's going to get a lot of numbers.
Where's he going with this?
He should have name and then in like parentheses or a dash, the description.
Yes, because honestly, there is a description area on your phone when you have contacts.
That's also true.
You can put the name and then the description.
Yeah, because if you're gonna be this like cruising around town type of guy,
you want the girl to respond to you, you're gonna have to know her name,
and you're gonna want to remember which one you're talking to.
That's
like,
my point.
The girl that I met at the
like,
or if she calls you and it's like, oh yeah, the girl from the car wash or whatever.
The girl from the car wash, he has the easiest with, honestly, without having to have a name. Why? Because she's a redhead, so you could easily call her up and say, "Hey, Red." because of the redhead. And then she'd be like, oh, he's calling me a nickname because of my hair. Like, that's fucking easy. So that's the easiest one I could see him, like, using to get around having to know the name. And why does he have the car wash main number and her number in his phone, by the way? He's got, like...
Oh, he also has car wash and redhead car wash?
Yeah.
That makes me think that it was two different girls at the car wash.
Oh, like reception or something?
I think that's the joke there.
Oh, God.
So there was a different girl. So it was car wash and redhead car wash.
My God.
He gets the name wrong, though. Malva?
Yeah, pretty much. It might as well have been, because it is the STD episode.
That's true. And she hangs up on him. Britta comes by and is like, Pierce really got to you. He's in a bit of a dry spell, but he hasn't been trying. So now he's going to try, and of course he's going to succeed because he's Jeff Winger, goddammit. Britta takes his phone, and
My favorite is juror number 6. Oh, I'm sorry. Go
juror
on,
number 6.
Go on and say your things, and then I'll say that.
I only wrote down Tube Top REM concert and juror number 6.
Yeah, those were the ones. And I think juror number 6 is my favorite.
Well, Britta even comments on it. Britta's like, that doesn't seem appropriate.
True.
At least you have your mom in here. That's not my mom.
Ew.
I like that. I like that joke. So then Britta calls her own phone, or calls Jeff's phone from her phone to see what
hot blonde
he put in as her
Spanish class.
You're welcome. I like that Jeff is like, yeah, you're welcome. I think you're hot. This is the phone of a guy in his 20s. It's very shallow, and he knows that it's shallow.
Oh, of course.
He's like, I'm not trying to not be shallow. That's what I like about myself. We've been over this. She had to get him out of his funk to try to be ambitious again. She knows that, like, he is shallow. I think her point is, like, maybe get a little more mature along with your...
I would assume that's what she means. Like, it's like, maybe you should fix this, because then maybe it'll be easier for you as a grown man.
Her point is, like, you might have been able to get away with this by flashing your wealth and your, like, status, and you might have been able to get away with this when you were younger.
Mm-hmm.
As you get older, it's going to get harder for you to be able to get away with this mentality with women.
Sure.
So there is that. Annie goes to Britta and Shirley with their request from the dean about the condom demonstration, and she goes, it is a big honor, but she's afraid that she's going to screw it up. And this is the line from Shirley, Rachel, one of my favorites.
It's easy enough to practice. Britta, do you have a banana?
Just the way that she enunciates
banana?
every word.
Yes.
Banana?
It's wonderful. I love it. But they're nothing
Annie
like
that...
bananas. They're whatchamacallits and the hoodads and the thingamabobs and the bing bongs.
She
will
won't
not
say it.
it.
She keeps saying a bunch of other words instead of being able to say penis. When she says hoodads and what's it giggles and what are all the things that the Game of Thrones says behind the wall? Grumpkins and
snarks.
Yeah, and snarks, whatever else she calls it. They realize Annie has never seen a penis.
So she's like a unicorn. Because
she's a virgin. You're like a unicorn.
She's a virgin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Annie, though, says that she is not a virgin.
Yeah. Well, she tells us the story that inside of a closet? Was it inside of a closet that they had sex? She had sex with some guy.
She had sex with her high school boyfriend.
But he wouldn't let her look at it.
Madonna's erotica on the floor of his walk-in closet, but he wouldn't let her look at it. He cried after.
And he's gay.
And during. He's gay now.
He was gay then.
So Britt goes, I think he was gay then.
Oh, the poor guy having to go through that.
I also feel bad for Annie, though, because Annie was
sure.
like his test to see if he was gay.
I know. Everything about it is awful.
Yeah, everything about that one's pretty bad. I've listened to this episode with commentary, and I didn't get a chance to re-listen to it. I remember Alison Brie telling a story about how she told this line about losing her virginity in this way on a talk show or something, and people thought it was real, and she was like just telling like a fake story to like tell a story or like make a joke, but then people ran with it thinking that it was true. I don't recall, though, because, like, I just remember her saying that on the commentary where she's like, yeah, I regret ever, like, telling that story or something, because then they incorporated it just as part of Alice and Brie. So maybe she just said that in, like, the writer's room or something, and they were like, we're making that part of the character. Like, that's funny. I don't know. But there was something about Alice and Brie. I don't remember if she was saying that it was, like, a talk show, or if she just said it in the writer's room, or if it was real or not. I just remember... that something about, like, this story ended up being, like, incorporated into the character.
Okay, so it was that she said something silly before the character said something silly. It wasn't the opposite. Because I was thinking you meant, like, oh, she was retelling this, and people weren't realizing it was from the show she was in. And then they took it the wrong way.
Okay, so she explains... I just looked it up.
He found it. He found it, everybody. We did some real-time research. Go on.
It was supposed to be part of a comedy routine, partially based on the truth, a gay friend, but also has fictional embellishments for entertainment value. It started as a live stage show at UCB that friends of mine had put together called Worst Laid Plans, True Tales of Terrible Sex, and it was all true stories that are embellished and enhanced for comedic value and performance value, and when performed as monologues, I think you have much more control over the tone of a story and kind of how it's received. It's not a true story. It was something that she did as a stage joke, and people thought it was real. So there you go. See where that would have gotten misconstrued along the way there.
Sure, because you go, that could have been a true story. Absolutely.
She has never seen a penis. Obviously, she was not going to be allowed to put the condom on her gay boyfriend's penis, so she doesn't know how to put the condom on. And the dean has the model locked away in his office, and she's too embarrassed to ask him to see it, because they're like, just ask the dean to get a look at the model. She could have played that off. She could have been like, can I see, practice. Like, how, anatomically correct it looks? Like, what are we talking here?
I feel like the dean wouldn't have been, like, upset.
No.
If she'd be like,
the dean would have been like,
let me
get you to take a look at this.
You gotta take a look at this thing. Yeah, like, I feel like he would have, because he has it staring at his face all day.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. That's also probably part of the joke, isn't it?
It's facing his desk. Like,
yeah,
there it is.
I didn't think about that. Yeah. So she says that she wants the dean to think of her as someone that he can trust. We have to break into his office.
Immediately after she says that.
Yeah. And I do also like how Britta and Shirley are like, I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm strangely fine with that. Yeah. They're both like, yeah, that's fine. We can do that.
It's girls' day. Let's go. Let's go look at a penis,
guys. It is girls' day. Yeah, we're gonna go put a fake. We're gonna go put a condom on a fake penis. So we're at the fair now.
Yes.
At the STD fair. Pierce asked Jeff if he was able to get a date, and Jeff goes, "I didn't even try." So he's of course very, very bitter about not being able to get one.
Yeah, his pride is dented, broken. What is the word?
Very bruised.
Bruised
ego.
Bruised pride. Ego. Sure. All of the above.
Yeah, I think you might be right with a dented or pride or whatever. It's definitely a bruised ego. I don't know what you would call it for pride, but
yeah,
whatever. Pierce says, don't worry about it. It's just a dry spell. In my experience, they don't last more than 12, 13 years. As he walks away.
That reveals a little something about Pierce. I don't know if that reveals anything for Jeff.
It definitely reveals something about Pierce. I'm with Pierce on this. I understand. It's also a very, very Chevy Chase joke. The tenor of it, the pacing of it reminds me of Clark Griswold a lot.
Yes.
It has a very Clark Griswold tenor to it.
I agree.
Would you like to know some of the different games that you can play at this STD fair, Rachel?
I would love to know all of the games.
The first one that we see is called the Wheel of Remorse, which is the dean is having someone spin a wheel. There's also Whack an STD, which I think is what Sabrina is playing later, like Whack-A-Mole.
Mm-hmm.
Toss STDs. I don't know what that one is.
I guess it's probably I'm guessing like a bags game, like a bags toss or like a...
Yeah, or
like a skee ball thing.
Ball, maybe. Yeah. Flip it good, and what can really happen?
What can really happen?
What can really happen? Those are the games that are at this mixer, as Pierce keeps calling it. Because not only is it a fair, but the dean is also supplying alcohol
to
everyone at the STD fair. Which definitely seems like a terrible idea.
We have bar and STDs and condoms everywhere.
So the dean's having some people spin the wheel of remorse and, oh, it burns! Because they got gonorrhea or whatever.
Yes.
Gonorrhea!
There's an ability to get a prize instead of, an STD.
There was. You should be able to get something with the STD, too. Like, they should have, they hand you like a condom if you get the STD.
Yeah, right. They should have had little plushies of STDs, so then if you got gonorrhea, you get a little gonorrhea plushie.
Yeah.
Like a little beanbag thing.
Like in that episode of Chappelle's Show, where he does the STDs.
Yes. I have a little doll. It's
chlamydia.
Yeast. It's yeast. It's like
it's yeast.
You know what it would look like if you zoomed in on yeast in a petri dish? Like,
sure.
So you'd know what the actual, like, bacteria looks like. So I have a little yeast because it's like bread yeast.
Perfect. Rachel has yeast. I didn't know we were getting so personal.
I didn't say yeast infection.
That popped her. She's done.
That's gross. Move on. You're an ass.
Jeff asked the dean about Sabrina.
Oh, gross. That's gonna hurt.
Dean, your assistant. Is she single? What are her likes and dislikes?
Yes, on single. She likes hip-hop and horses, dislikes beards, and yeah, I was done talking.
I just love the way that Jim Rash goes, because Jeff, of course, got enough information. Just walks away mid-sentence, and the dean goes, yeah, I was done talking.
And we're done talking.
It's so good. So good. Just today, when I was shaving and listening to the latest Jay-Z, I was thinking about going out on this weekend and getting a gallop in. You own a horse?
Horses are just so beautiful.
Own a horse?
And she's just like, oh my god.
Yeah, she falls for it immediately because he understands how to play the game with vapid women.
Yes. Yeah. Simple, vapid women, I guess, would be the idea here.
You can make a good living off of that if you've got the right game. But I don't think that you'd ever... Well, this is what he learns, that you're never going to be content, self-actualized, however you would want to say it. You're never going to be fulfilled with...
Yes.
With
satisfied. Fully satisfied.
Yeah. Intellectually...
Yes.
Intellectually, mentally satisfied with that.
Right.
There's a physical satisfaction to it, of course. But he's learning that it's also going to take a mental...
But he only finds that out because of Pierce's date.
So he goes up to Pierce and says, hey, Pierce, this is Sabrina. 30 seconds after you walked away, she said she would be my date. I didn't know if Pierce has pinged her out immediately.
Yeah, he did.
The type of person, because he goes,
he did.
You must have a great personality.
Uh-huh. He knows because he knows what Jeff goes for. And Jeff can get quick.
And what Jeff can get quick.
Yeah. Because he's like, but I have an intellectual girlfriend. That's what Pierce is thinking. Because he's like, I actually like to talk to her. Cause...
Like, I actually got a girl, like a good person. not to berate, somebody that's vapid or anything like that, but a more complex
You say vapid,
person.
she's just stupid. I think the idea is she's just dumb. And easy.
She's dumb and easy.
She doesn't come up as vapid. I think just easy.
Well, and she has a professor fetish, too.
Oh, yeah, she does have a professor fetish. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, she's very easy then for... Anyways.
Well, none of the professors at Greendale, but
what about the British
professor.
one? Maybe the British one? I wouldn't be surprised she would go after him. Ian Duncan.
Yes, Professor Ian Duncan. No, well, she might fall for Ian Duncan, too, because of it.
But Duncan would totally do it. Yeah, you would.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, he would be so into it.
Pierce tricks Jeff into...
But the seize the day guy would turn her around and be like, no, you must seize the day. Stop having sex. Like, he would tell her to stop having sex or something so that she can find her own day to seize. Like, that's what he would do.
That's right. Pierce tricks Jeff into the double date, though, because he's like, oh, good, you did get one. Now we can do our double date. And Jeff's like, yeah, that's right. And he's like, wait, how did you do that? So Pierce outsmarts
he tricked him. He did
most of this episode.
He did the reverse psychology thing of like, I'm going to poke his buttons so that he'll actually do something with me. He'll hang out with me because it's easy to poke his buttons to make him feel like he was challenged into getting a girlfriend because he couldn't do it. That was the whole thing. Oh yeah, from the beginning
Pierce
you can tell that's what he's doing.
So we come back from our commercial break. Chang is taking condoms out of this giant bowl, and the dean, he has had Greendale printed on all the condoms. I don't. So two things. One, I think when you're reaching for your prophylactic, I don't think that you want to have your college on the condom too, or
is it
put it on the wrapper, Dean.
So I was going to say, is it the wrapper or is it on the actual condom?
It turns out he wrote it on the actual condom.
So there's your member, it just says Greendale.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So then it's like your
Property
dick
of
is just
Greendale.
advertising for Greendale.
Oh, God.
Now listen, if anyone can come up with the technology for this to work and not break.
Well, he
could see
pokes holes in it
people
because of the
thinking that-
staples, that's why, but go on.
Wait, what? You think that's how it got...
That how it has the
I
holes
thought
in
it was
because they stapled it to papers. So they have holes in them.
I thought it's the literal writing because it's stretched out the latex because of the ink.
No,
and the
there's
print.
like little holes in them because of the staples.
Are you sure about that? Hang on. Let me look at a plot synopsis here.
No, because they probably just printed it on there. They probably just stamped it or something. That's probably actually a thing. I bet there's condoms that have prints on them.
This is from Wikipedia. I don't think there are. They discover holes from the text printed on the condoms.
From the text?
Because it's written literally on it. So any little, like, if it's piercing the veil because it, it goes down just
really
slightly
weird.
too hard.
That seems like such a weird thing to me. I really thought it was because they stapled it to papers, because all of a sudden you see it, like, stapled to somebody's page. So I'm like, oh, it's because they put fucking staples in it.
Well, I think that might just be another joke where that obviously it's like a useless item.
I just don't understand. I think it's really odd because, like, it goes from, like, there's holes in them and then it shows the staple on a paper. Like, it was stapled onto, like, here's your whole little sheet for STD day.
Wait till we get to that scene.
Okay.
Jeff and Sabrina are at a stand where Jeff got his picture drawn of him in a dune bucky with syphilis. And they wait for Pierce and his date to come back. And Pierce asks Jeff, like, plans for this evening. We talk, we wingman each other, and then we split up for a little bit of hoo-ha, and then come back and meet up for breakfast for eggs and details.
Ew.
So Pierce has it all planned out.
Yep.
Abed has won a giant teddy bear from one of these games. Oh, they were playing that toss it game. So it was like that basket. It was like almost like a basketball hoop game that you see at like a Dave and Buster's, Chuck E. Cheese. You know what I'm talking about? One of those where like you have to like shoot the baskets.
You think that's what
and you
it
get
was?
the points.
No, see, I don't know. I don't think
so.
it was baskets because you can see that it was like the throw it into the hole.
More skee ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the what can really happen kind of looks like one of those where you have to like knock down something. But I can't tell what it is.
Interesting.
It almost looks like a mushroom.
All right.
That's what it is. I think the what can really happen is like a pop a balloon. It's like a little balloon. So that's my guess. And then there's something called Flip It Good. I don't think you mentioned that one.
I think I thought I did. Maybe I didn't.
I don't know. There's a lot. There's some crazy stuff happening. So anyways, I think that one in the back is like a little balloon.
Troy, because he's lost again to Abed, is going crazy, and I don't know if they told Donald Glover overact or if he decided to act crazy and overact in this scene, but
it's Troy.
Being
this is what he
very
does.
deliberate and moving his head and like eyes and all sorts of craziness because he's losing his mind.
Right.
Tells Abed that they're going to arm wrestle right now. Of course, Abed, being Abed, is like Stallone over the top. He has to wait for an inspiring song to be able to do this right. And at that moment, this over-the-top 80s music, inspiring music turns on. So he over the tops him in wrestling, arm wrestling. He puts on this hat,
backwards.
Rachel, that if it existed, I would own this hat.
It says ST Defense.
Yes, that is an amazing hat. That is so great.
I do like that, yes.
I gotta give them this, and I'm sure this was very writer's room-y, like, we get to come up with a bunch of puns and funny things that would be at an STD fair and all this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's Simpsons or Parks and Rec. It reminds me of those shows where it's like all these little jokes, these little lines, all this production design of the t-shirts and the hats and all this kind of stuff. I love when a show can kind of go all out in that way of like take your fundamentals but then like amp it up with like all these little background things and stuff like that to kind of build the world.
Yeah, all
like
the little details.
Yeah. So I do appreciate that this one does that. Troy loses to Abed. Abed does exactly what like Stallone does and over the top to win.
Yes, he doesn't even look like he's struggling.
No. Well, he's going down for a minute.
But that's
and then
because of the music. He's going with the music until it becomes even more empowering and it swells
he
to
the
spot, and he knows when to
Troy.
like boom, because that's when you're supposed to win. So he knew when to do it.
So he turns around in slow motion and celebrates.
You broke my hand, you bastard.
Which I enjoy as well. Time for the reverse Porkies, Rachel.
Yep.
So, folks at home, Rachel has been asking me what the hell they mean by reverse Porkies.
Yeah, what does that mean?
To not Google it.
I wasn't allowed to Google it. I don't know what a porky is.
Excuse me, mister. What's a porky? So, Porky's, Rachel, was a sex comedy, a boob comedy, if you will, from the 80s that was trying to, like, in the same vein of, like, Friday the 13th trying to outdo Halloween, this was trying to outdo Animal House, where it was about a group of guys in college trying to score. Porky's most famous scene is the guys find a hole in the wall that looks into the ladies' locker room.
Okay.
Yeah, a glory hole.
I guess it's not a glory hole. Is a glory hole the one where they have sex in it, or is a glory hole the one you look into?
A glory hole is one where somebody sticks a dick in.
Okay, so this is just a peephole. Okay, go on.
It's just a peephole. Yeah, they don't stick a dick in that I can recall. Wait, I think they do. I haven't seen Porky's in full in a long time. No, they might, because I think what happens is they stick a dick in, and then like the big manly gym teacher woman comes and grabs it, and then they all like, oh my god, and like freak out and run out of there because one guy's got grabbed by a big East German looking gal.
Sure,
I think that might be what happens if I remember correctly. But yeah,
so
that's
how is
Porky's.
This? Oh, is this so? This is a reverse because it's a woman looking through a hole.
Because it's women looking through the hole, looking at the man. Since it's a reverse Porky's.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yeah, they said it they say it like 3 times in this, and I'm just like, I don't get it. Like, I truly was just like, I don't get it. But Porky's is obviously not something for me.
No, definitely not for Rachel. On the list, though, just so that we can watch it and discuss Rachel beyond belief.
Oh, God, no, please. Please.
And, yes. I don't know when, but we're going to do it.
Oh, God.
And strangely enough, this is the second time in Volume 7 that a peephole is involved. So I don't know if we're going to keep getting that, but...
Well, so the weirder thing is, okay, it's not just a peephole. For some reason, the dean isn't allowed to have a door handle or a door knob on his door to his office. So it's just open as a whole.
No, I think they...
Yes, it is.
They
there's
took
a padlock
off the
on
doorknob.
They didn't take
so
it
that
off.
They could reach
they
in
just walked
and grab
into the room. There was already no doorknob.
Oh, that's the secretary's part of the office, I thought. They're trying to get into the dean's office so they take the doorknob off.
They didn't have to. There just isn't a doorknob. They walk in.
It doesn't make any sense.
To the office.
No, that doesn't make sense because they can't look through the door.
The office. She has her knife out. There is no doorknob, but there is, for some reason, a padlock locking the door. There is no knob. They did not take it off. They already got there, and there was nothing there.
What tool is Britta holding in her hand?
A switchblade. I think she was going to jimmy the lock.
Okay, I thought that she was holding... in my mind's eye, she's holding a screwdriver. They're undoing the doorknob, and then they're going to reach in and grab the lock from the inside.
Okay.
You broke my hand, you bastard.
Okay, watch. They get into this part.
In. All right,
this is the office. We're in the office.
Investigation.
She has a switchblade.
Okay, she's got her little knife out.
There, right there. There's my proof. Right. He, for some reason, has no door handle, but there is a padlock. Is that a padlock? A padlock
Yeah, it's a padlock.
Locking his office. And she's like planning to like Jimmy it or something, but she's like, I can't do anything with it. And so they're like, oh,
Yes.
well, screw it. Let's just look through the hole. And then she's like, there it is. There's the thing in all its
There
glory.
she blows.
There she blows.
Yeah. So so Shirley peeks at the model. She says, "There she blows."
We see a butt.
We see a butt. We see a model butt. Yes. The girls are all they're laughing.
They're giggling,
and
'cause
Britta
it's just
looks. Yeah, they're
funny.
giggling, and Annie's like, "Let me see. Let me see." So Annie looks in at it, and I
do love that
can't
she has
tell.
like her gloves on because they're gonna do
She
like,
has
a
gloves
heist.
on, and she says, "Oh boy, I had it wrong." I can't tell. She's fascinated by it. That's
Yes, she
obvious.
is. Yes.
But you can't tell what she thinks necessarily.
I mean, it's the fascination. It's a penis. You're just kind of fascinated.
It's fascination.
By it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a weird.
The girls
looking
are stifling
thing.
giggles.
Yes, and then she goes,
It is a
"Is
weird
that
looking
considered
thing.
large?"
Oh yeah, this is great because she says, "Is that considered large?" And Shirley and Britta both at the same time say, "You do, Shirley."
Okay. No.
Yes. so there's, and then they look at each other, which is even funnier.
Because it's like, wait, what have you seen? What have you seen?
Yeah. The security guard comes in.
What in
and
the
says,
reverse
"What in the
Porkies?
reverse Porkies is going on here?"
Yep.
I'm glad we both said it at the same time. We go back to the double date, and we learn that Pierce's date's name is Noreen. She's overeducated. She's knowledgeable in languages and wine. She's classy, is the way that Jeff describes her, I think, as well. She makes Jeff laugh with one of her jokes.
Yes.
About a client.
The S&M.
And the S&M. And
Makes
Pierce is
him
like,
giggle.
"Oh, you're boring, Jeff." This is where I think he's just not on the same intellectual level as her.
Yes. I think that's kind of the idea. Also, do you think it's you're boring Jeff because he doesn't like that Jeff is getting along with his date? He's a little concerned about that at all, or no?
I didn't see that. I think it just went over his head, so he just assumes it goes over Jeff's head too.
Sure.
I
and
think
Jeff's just being
that's
polite.
where
He's like,
it
oh,
was.
he's just being polite because like that joke
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense. I guess that makes sense. I kind of like that idea better.
That's how I interpreted it more than Pierce being jealous, because I don't think that Pierce sees Jeff as a rival in that way. So
No,
I don't think
he
that
sees them as like compatriots. Is that the
Yes.
word I want?
Yeah, they did the Spanish amigo, the Dos Amigos.
Yeah, that's right. The Dos Amigos.
Two amigos. Two
Yeah.
amigos.
Just Dos Amigos.
As Noreen is explaining her job and making these jokes, Sabrina gets up and says, "Be right back. I have to make tinkles."
Yep. And Pierce is going to go
Pierce
get
goes-
some drinks. Right?
Yes. He thought that she'd be wearing go-go boots. Noreen says, "They're in the shop." And this is where, Rachel, you get the explanation that she spends most of her time talking, because most of the time, her kind of clients, the older you get, these people just want to have a conversation with someone. They want a legitimate connection with a human fucking being.
Right.
I'm sure some people will get their connection from AI or parasocially or whatever, but an actual companion and connection is what they're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that. I could definitely see where, especially like some of these people that have no time away or off, or
Right.
the ability to turn it off, would like get that need from an
Mhm.
escort or something like that.
Absolutely. Someone who has trouble connecting. I mean, I guess this could even be like a learning experience for them to have somebody that they're paying to help them connect with
Yes,
with them.
that's true. You
So
know what?
if you struggle with it, that's a way to, I guess, learn how to.
It is. I'm sure that there are people out. I'm sure that there are stories that call
absolutely.
girls or whoever have out there of like somebody was just like they just needed me to, be there for training purposes or whatever.
Yeah, I help them to like learn how to talk to the person that they're interested in, or just have a conversation.
She tells Jeff, Noreen does, that he's already there, that he's at the point too where he's going to want a girl that has more to her, that is a little more complex and deep. And Jeff is like, that's not possible. I'm sure Sabrina is very cute, but she thinks Monty Python is the evil snake from Harry Potter, which at the time would mean that she's young and stupid. Nowadays, it would be that you're on the same level as Rachel and I's age if you knew, the Nagini and stuff like that. It just, we wouldn't know whatever shit the kids are doing now. So I'm sure it's some TikTok bullshit.
I don't know.
Right. I don't know. Jeff says that he would take Tinkles over talking every time. Sabrina comes back and says that she wants to see Jeff's Lexus. And as they leave, Noreen tells Jeff, you can do better. And Jeff says, it was very nice to meet you. Truly. But he won't say you can do better back. He just kind of gives her a look that implies it.
Do you think?
I thought so.
I thought it was still just about them. I thought it was just like oh, please.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I didn't know because
he's
it's kind
actually
of
happy for Pierce.
Yeah, I suppose.
So I don't think he is going to be like, yeah, you could do better too, because that would kind of screw
Pierce
Pierce
how
over.
both of us thought that the two of them were bad-mouthing each other at different points, and we both convinced the other that wasn't happening.
It's touche.
Pierce drops all the alcohol before coming back in a very Chevy Chase physical comedy manner. And Noreen realizes that the glass is empty and that he is a nincompoop, breaks up with him.
Yes.
They can still have a lovely evening. She's going to go over to the bar, but it will be $200.
That is a pretty big discount.
So he is kind of like, well, I mean, at least she
gave me a discount. Yeah.
People are all getting drunk and hooking up at the STD
it's
fair.
Sexy. It's getting real sexy up in the STD fair.
There's cherries? Even like music playing. Yeah,
there's like all these seats for people to like make out in and stuff. These couches and drapery everywhere. It feels like a sex club.
Is this some sort of sex club? It's the sex club from Seven.
I'm thinking of one that's a little bit more like, hey, party, not like here's the back alley, just go into your room and...
Hey, you go in the room and do whatever the fuck you want, I don't care.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, you're right. This is a little more classy. Like,
this is classy sex club.
Like the Matrix sex club type of stuff. Yeah. What's the dean say, though, about alcohol, Rachel, while he thought it was going to be okay?
I had no idea alcohol would make people horny.
It just makes me sleepy.
It just makes him sleepy, which is, I feel like, makes a lot of people sleepy. I know people who get sleepy when they have one drink. So it makes sense.
No, I do understand that. I think, yes, he did not realize what would happen to college kids when they all have booze.
And it's like
I'm surprised there wasn't more.
I think it's free. I bet it was like free booze too,
yeah.
Which just makes it 10 times worse because they're just a bunch of college kids if it's free booze.
There is one thing that happens with when they all start having the condom balloon fights, which sounds like a great idea. Besides that,
sounds smelly. I don't know.
I mean, they have like a natural lubricant, and that latex smell. That's.
I'm thinking of like gloves. Like when you put the gloves with the water in them too, it all has that gross like latexy like smell.
Yeah, it's kind of a sliminess to it.
I don't like it. I don't like that smell.
I was thinking more that there'd be more property damage while they're all like getting drunk.
There's a dog fighting ring in his office. Oh wait, no, there's not. Never mind.
Right, yes. There's a 527 or whatever. So one of the trivia bits on this is that is a common code for animal cruelty. So the dean actually kind of got it right. Yeah. There's a dog fighting ring in my office?
Did he mean something else?
Well, clearly, like, the code that the security guard has is different.
The reverse Porky. He thought that was a 597, but a dog fighting ring was a 597. I got you. I understand now.
This has been Rachel Explains the Joke here at Shelf Life.
Fuck you.
It's a new segment. Vacuum. The Dean comes in and is shocked at the reverse Porkies that's going on here. And he has brought in the school counselor for this sensitive topic.
Yes.
And, of course, another stenographer, record keeper, to make everything that is said nice and legal.
Right.
And the counselor says
he does turn the model around and put a blanket over him.
And puts a blanket over him, yes.
Which I'm surprised, wasn't on him anyways. But, that's just the dean for you.
Yes, that's right. Because if we've learned anything from Volume 7, it's that you are not allowed to see an erect penis.
Correct.
On broadcast television.
Right.
Or anywhere else, for that matter.
Correct.
The school counselor says that she wants everyone to say the word penis to take away the negative power. And they all say penis, except for Annie.
That's right.
She didn't say it. Love it that the security guard points it out.
It's great.
And the school counselor says that she wants to focus on the girl that
won't say penis.
I love the acting that the school counselor character does.
She does that. I'm going to be soft-spoken. Why won't you say penis, Annie? What's the problem? Why don't you talk to... This is a safe zone. We're in a safe zone. This is the safe space. You feel that?
It feels very real. This is Liz Kukowski playing the school counselor. I think she's a writer on stuff. She also acts in different things, too. I thought she was a writer on Community. But yeah, she's playing the school counselor here. Annie, of course, gets very nervous about this. And she snaps and goes off and has an empowering speech of her own, I guess, Rachel. Is that what you would call this?
Yeah, I think it's self-empowerment here. Sure.
You know what? I don't want to express myself. I don't want to sit in a room full of people and say the P word. I like being repressed. I am totally comfortable being uncomfortable with my sexuality. And maybe, just maybe, if everyone were a little bit more like me, we wouldn't have to have an STD fair. You go, girl!
And she storms out. And Britta and Truly are all proud of her for standing up for herself. I guess that's what she does.
She kind of stands up for herself, and she also kind of lets it out that she is repressed and uncomfortable with herself.
But she's
also
she's
good
okay
for her.
with that. Yeah, she's
well,
okay
I just think it's a good thing to. It's step one. It's step one is having to admit that there's a problem and that she's uncomfortable with her sexuality and all of that too. So I'm wondering if that's a part of how it like empowers her too, to be like, ha. So there, like I said it. I finally said it.
Yeah, it kind of it's like the first step in her coming into her own is to be like, I am uncomfortable. Yes, to actually admit it to herself. I love that Shirley calls her Pumpkin.
Yes, that's my pumpkin. You go, Pumpkin.
By the way, now that I've gotten a good look at one, I don't see what all the fuss was about. Giant thumb in a turtleneck. Whoop-de-doo!
I have, since December 9th, 2009, called a penis a giant thumb in a turtleneck.
It's amazing.
Because it's a wonderful description of what a penis is.
Hey, the counselor also agrees. She thinks about it and goes,
yeah. She kind of nods. Yeah.
Yeah.
You never get any closure on what the dean thinks about Annie having this awakening. I guess you don't really need to. Like, he's not like, I'm disappointed in you, or like, I still want you to do it, or like anything like that. It just kind of doesn't matter. And I guess that's okay because the whole fair is falling apart on him now because of the condom situation.
Right.
Jeff and Sabrina are making out in his Lexus. She tells him that he has a really awesome body. There's a lot of mouth acting going on with the actress here. Mm-hmm. She calls him professor, and he says, I'm not a professor. I'm a student.
But you're so
Yikers.
old.
Yes, she does a Jafar to him. She Jafars him right there in the fucking Lexus. One day somebody's gonna Jafar me, and it's gonna fucking suck. You're so old.
But you're so old.
No, it's gonna be about something like innocuous, like I'm buying this fucking, I don't know, Power Ranger toy, and they're gonna be like, but Joe's so old, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, fuck you.
And that's the proper answer to that, honestly.
Sabrina says yikers, and Jeff goes, yeah, pretty much yikers for me too. But she says, well, maybe I'm willing to make an exception, Professor.
Wink.
The way that she does that wink is so, like, unsexy.
Yes.
If that makes sense. It's
no, I understand.
So
I look at it and I think it's I don't think it's sexy.
Yeah.
Because, like, you're in the mindset of winger at this point. Because so you're like, oh, okay, so you just now you want to play professor and student, and I feel really awkward because you called me old. And now I know your weird fetish.
I wonder if that's intentional then, that it is so off-putting, because it really comes off as unsexy, like aggressively. So for a show whose all the leads have their own like brand of sexiness.
Yeah, they actually do. They all really do.
The whole show oozes sexuality a lot of the time.
Damn straight, as it should.
This moment is very unsexual. So Jeff
he leaves the car. He goes, I gotta go, and she's like, "This is your car. You can have it." And it just leaves.
Yeah, and just leaves. Abed and Troy are racing outside now, and Abed is clearly not running very fast, and Troy is sprinting. He lets Troy overtake him at the last
Troy
second.
Wins.
To beat
he
him
understands
in the race.
now. He finally figured it out. He's like, oh, he's not feeling so hot about this. Maybe I should just let him win.
Yeah, and Abed pretends to be upset about it. He's like, oh no, you beat me. Bummer.
How do you like those apples? I don't like those apples. Yeah, those apples suck.
Some of the guys are trying to have a condom water balloon fight, and the condoms are leaking.
Yes.
And Chang makes fun of the dean because he says this is going to be the only STD fair that's going to actually spread STDs.
Yes.
Because the wording on the condoms is causing leaks, making them defective. Because even if you got a little hole...
It's so weird to me that it's
can't wear it.
That is so weird to me. I guess I kept thinking that they must have... Because they don't zoom in enough on the condom to see, like, the letters or anything. So I'm like, I really thought it was like, oh, they were stapling them to stuff. Like, that's where my brain went to.
About.
And then I'm like, okay, so that's got to be what it is. I guess I just made it up in my head, the reasoning.
The dean needs Troy to announce that they are faulty, and Troy admits that he isn't really the best athlete. Abed is.
So he'll be faster to get to the office. But then they have this very
slow
this little
moment.
It's like a very they deliberately slow.
Abed, because Abed's like, you know that I was like throwing the race. And Troy's like, I wanted it to be true, but you're a better friend.
You're a really good friend. No, Abed, you're a good friend. And the dean's like, just
goes,
go!
For the love of God, run! I love Troy as Abed runs away. He goes, go, Abed, before people sex one another.
It is also, I think a part of this too is that it's like 60s themed, right? So it's like very groovy, and like that's like the sexual awakening decade.
What? I didn't even think about that, but yeah, there's a lot of flower power in all of
there's
the
like lava lamps
imagery.
And like the imagery has that like warpy like look to it. I was just thinking about it. I was like, wait a minute. 60s sexuality, right?
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that, but that definitely also makes it another, like, obliviousness of the Dean and Annie to make it, like, hippie style and have alcohol. And Pierce is on the couch when Jeff comes back in, and Jeff says he doesn't know what's wrong with him. This place is zapping my life force. And Pierce gives him some sage wisdom, Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
And says, it's not Greendale, Jeff. It's you. The acting that Chevy Chase does in this scene, it's like he puts on, like, the everyman hat to get through this scene with Pierce, as opposed to, like, the nincompoop part.
Yes.
Because he takes a different... Again, like, we're talking about, like, the tenor of, like, that one line where he sounded very Clark Griswold. Mm-hmm. This one, it's like he's saying it very, like, matter-of-factly. He doesn't even realize he's giving Jeff advice because he's just saying it.
Yeah, he's just like telling him like he thinks he's just stating a fact. He's like, I'm just stating a fact.
Yeah.
It's just how it goes.
It's not Greendale, Jeff. It's you. You're becoming more mature. A man reaches a point in his life where he stops looking for a place to hang his underwear and starts looking for a place to hang his hat. Jeff goes, oh, I'm sorry. I was waiting for that to become inappropriate or racist. So he tells them that,
and it doesn't.
Broke up with
the thing it is it's like a lot of the times too they'll say something like that and then it will drop into something inappropriate or racist. It doesn't.
Correct. Pierce says like it was a wake up call. Doreen's very special and he didn't treat her right. He has stuff to work on, and Jeff's like we both do. Mm-hmm. And they cheers to attempting to be better men. And then Pierce is like, can I borrow $200? And so Jeff gives him the money. I don't know.
Yes.
We know that Pierce is actually the rich one, but I guess he's not
Right.
carrying around any cash on him.
Probably.
Or just knows that Jeff will give him the
it
money,
to him?
so he's taking advantage.
So now it's a freebie?
Yeah.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. Jeff gives it and says, if you throw in another 20... So Jeff says, I'll give you another 50 if you don't tell me.
Then
Great.
You can get it
now
twice.
I can get it twice.
Oh, God.
So then Pierce goes to hang out with Noreen. I keep calling her Noreen. It's Noreen,
Yeah,
right?
you
Not
keep
Doreen?
saying Noreen. It's Doreen. Are you saying
Doreen.
Noreen
I'm
like
sorry.
an N?
Yes. It's Doreen,
I thought you
right?
were. And that was like, I'm like,
Okay.
maybe I'm just hearing him funny. It's Doreen.
I don't know why I kept saying Noreen. Yeah,
I
it's
don't
Doreen.
know.
Apologies to the fictional escort in episode 111 of Community.
Doreen, Noreen, Maureen, whatever you want to call her, I guess. It kind of works out.
Corey, allegory, Montessori. So Jeff sits on the couch alone. There's another song playing, because this is Community by God, and it's going to end with a song from the time. He goes through his phone and goes to Hot Blonde Spanish class in his phone and changes it to Britta. Because by God, he has respect for Britta.
That's
Rachel.
right.
I think that's what this symbolizes.
Damn straight. He respects her.
He learns to have respect, at least for certain women.
I'm kind of curious to see what Annie is.
Yeah. That's a good question. Hot.
And my assumption,
Yeah,
right? My assumption is that Shirley is Shirley, or it's going to be like MILF or something.
Shirley, yes. I have a feeling it's
just
race
saying.
related and mom related. That's what hers is, or religious related.
Oh, that too.
One of those three. I don't know what Annie is, but it has to be like young brunette or something like that.
Yeah, I would assume.
Or hyper. It's about how hyper and like nerdy she is.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is.
It's hard to say.
It's a very good question. Abed gets on the intercom and says that if anyone is going to have sex tonight, to not use the condoms.
Don't
Repeat,
use the condoms.
If you are going to have sex tonight, do not use condoms.
Wrong message, but right message at the same time.
Well, he accidentally says it
Yes.
wrong. He doesn't say don't use these
condoms
from the fair.
Yes,
He
there's
just
a problem with the
flatly
condoms
says,
in the fair. Do not use those condoms. Yeah.
Condoms.
Period. Spread those
The stinger-
Enjoy yourselves,
right.
people.
You
This is
must
the
enjoy
STD fair.
yourselves.
That's what we're supposed to do, right? Spread
That's
them.
right. Spread knowledge. The stinger is Abed reading a textbook to Troy as he falls asleep like a little kid on the couch.
Yes.
And he puts a jacket on Troy and leaves. And as he leaves, Troy goes, Abed, can you get me a glass of water? And that's the end of the episode.
Yep.
So, Rachel, what are your final thoughts about the politics of human sexuality?
It's just very silly. It's very silly overall. One, I didn't know what a reverse porky was, but I just kind of assumed it had to be something heist related. Which means I was wrong. But
very much.
There's like those weird small details that are just very silly and like goofy in this one. At least it has its moments, unlike the Chang just being obnoxious to me. Like, if I'm looking at these, like, I feel like Chang was in the background just making shots and
He made a line
and
or
stuff.
two.
Yeah, and
yeah.
he's just laughing at the stupidity of the dean, which that's to me how it should be.
Well, I like the Dean character so much more than Chang.
That's also true.
That
Dean just
having
has
him featured, is always a plus. I like this one though. And this is where I was going back and forth about it because I was like I told or said it in the first part of the episode for the last episode of Community, the first segment. Environmental science is a better structured and written episode where stuff intertwines better, it all comes together very nicely, it's all plotted and makes a lot of sense. But I don't necessarily care for the A story and the plot. This one is almost not the opposite, but it's the Troy and Abbott stuff is a little messier than I think that they're featured better in environmental science. But the fair is more, it's fun. It's a fun episode.
Right.
It's sloppy, but it's a
Yes.
little more fun. The fair gives it this vibe that's fun, and the reverse Porkies is a good bit. I like the girls doing this, like...
I like them doing something
thing
together. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. I like Pierce getting one over on Jeff and kind of being a little smarter than him in there. So I had this rated higher than a lot of the season, but when I went back and watched them, they're probably closer together than I thought. But overall, I think this has enough... It's very light. This is a very light episode.
Yeah.
I thought. It goes down smoother than, say, environmental science for whatever reason to me. So we have passed Politics of Human Sexuality, which means that we are on to the finals of the first semester of Community, Rachel. It is time to go to our final class. You have to take the final test, the final exam.
It's like midterm.
At least for this.
Feels like for us.
Yeah, that's true. It's yeah, for us it's more of a midterm. You're right. Rachel, when we come back, what topic will we be discussing?
We are going to be talking about comparative religion.
That's right.
It's a heavy
and to do
subject.
that, I am going to have to go get the Secret Santa. So when we go, we're going to have to take a quick break, and when we come back, we are going to be talking about comparative religion.
Secret Santa? I don't have any gifts for you. I don't do Secret Santa.
Why did I go Greendale?
So I can keep my job and get busy with my education.
To meet different people. Because Greendale's a slam dunk.
So why should you?
Why should you? Why should you go Greendale?
That's easy. Greendale has the most advanced typing class in the southwestern Greendale area. And now you can register by fax.
Go Greendale, go Greendale, go!
And we're back with another class to take. It's our midterm final, as Rachel deemed it, here for Community. Rachel, what is the next episode to discuss?
Comparative religion.
That's right. This is Comparative Religion, the class. It is going to be our big finale when we are done discussing comparative religion, not competitive religion,
I
although
like
that
competitive
could have
religion.
also been competitive religion. When we are done discussing comparative religion, we are going to do Rachel's favorite topic,
or
favorite activity.
To rank things. We're going to be ranking these 12 episodes.
Rank the first semester's worth of episodes here at Shelf Life, the first half of season 1, because we figure we're ranking 25 of them the way that we do it, where it takes years to complete the season. We're never going to remember enough detail without like putting star ratings and 7.5 out of 10 on stuff and things like that. So we'll just do the first semester. We'll rank the second semester. We will take the episodes that all, if any, have shelf life and rank those. Shelf life were the episodes at the end, but there you go. So Rachel, comparative religion, what is happening in this one?
It's a holiday season in Community, and Shirley is putting together a party to celebrate Christmas. But we find
very
out
specifically Christmas.
Very specifically Christmas. But we find out that the entire study group is extremely diverse and all have different religions. Shenanigans.
Yes, almost explicitly, yes, and shenanigans. And one of the drivers of the plot is that someone bullies Abed.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Michael Hall, to be exact, is guest starring in this episode as Mike, is confronted by Jeff, and Jeff is going to fight this bully at the same time of the party. Fight.
But it's December 11th, so it doesn't really matter that it's not Christmas.
It's just December 10th.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's December 10th.
Yeah, this episode's coming out a little after December 10th.
I know, I was almost
was
thinking,
like, do we fudge it and put it on December 10th?
Just because I thought the same thing.
Yeah, fuck it. We're gonna put it out on December 10th. Well, I kept thinking, I'm going to be honest, I kept thinking it was December 13th. For some reason, and I was like, we'll just put it out on December 13th, and I was like, shit, it's like right after December 13th, but then it's December 10th, and I was like, oh, we're we're completely missing that date, so that didn't really matter. Do you remember this one at all? I feel like this one would have been one that could be on your holiday viewing schedule.
Do I remember this one? I feel like I did. I don't know if I remembered it like super well, but I do remember the whole Shirley debacle of having the
as the study group would go on to call it, the Shirley debacle.
Well, I mean, I do remember that. Like, I remember, like, the whole point of it.
Fair enough. So let's get right into it. This is Comparative Religion. It aired on December 10th, 2009. It is directed by Adam Davidson, written by Liz Kukowski. I was right. She does write on Community. So the school counselor from Politics of Human Sexuality is the writer for this episode. So there you go.
Yep.
See, I was like, I could have sworn I've seen Liz Kukowski as the writer of these episodes, and there you go. The dean begins by saying that it's almost time for break, and that some of the students will travel up to 3 miles to get to their place where they will spend the holidays. Again, just poking fun at community college, because, like, obviously, if you're going to a community college, you live
typically
near
would live there.
That. Yeah, you live near the community college, because otherwise you go to a different community college. So obviously, you're not going to go far because that's where you live. It's a good joke. Mm-hmm. It pokes fun at community college. I think we said it when we started this series on community. I think community college gets a bad rap.
Oh, of course it does.
It's a very viable option.
Absolutely.
For a variety of reasons. There's quality ones all over the place. There's quality teachers at them, and you can get a lot done there. I don't understand. I get the jokes about it too, but it's like fucking Harvard could get jokes about, some of the ways that it's how it goes about
Ivy
its
League
business.
Colleges tend to be just the I went to an Ivy League college. Like, that's all I ever see out of that.
Well, that's
that
all.
they
That's
all
the office,
are,
right? Like, that's
it's all that
A&E,
sorority,
Cornell.
fraternity bullshit at the Ivy League college. So it's all that networking. I don't care what your credentials are, if you're even smart, but because you went there, we're gonna hire you. That's what I always hear and see. And so it's just like, that's what I expect from those. And then it's like, oh, you went to a community college, then you must be an idiot. But, like, that's kind of how they expect. That's what they, like, show.
I like the poking fun, though, when it comes to that kind of stuff with community college of like, oh, you're traveling 3 miles or whatever. It's a fair joke. He's set up like a Winter Wonderland Christmas type display in the courtyard area
with like
where
fake snow and everything
blowing everywhere. Yeah. Now they're in Colorado. Colorado is like strange weather because they'll get the blizzards.
Yes.
But then they'll have like very nice weather, and then they'll get another blizzard, and they'll have very nice weather. So I'm not surprised that they have like the fake snow, but I think this is an LA bias where they just assume it's never fucking cold. Because they like,
is that what it is? Because it is kind of odd. Because I'm like, why is there fake snow? They are kind of acting like it is just like, oh, you're in Southern California and it's never cold, and it's like, but that's not how it is in the rest of the world.
Right. I think it's just a little bit of an LA bias of just having this like fake snow joke. It's a good joke.
Sure.
Because the fake snow never melts. Like Jeff is walking on campus and someone hits him with a snowball in the head from the fake snow.
Right.
And it doesn't melt. It's like on him for the entire first act.
Yes.
And that's because in like movies, fake snow doesn't melt. It's like cornstarch or whatever. You can always tell if snow is fake or not because it never melts on people in the movies. It's always like funny to see because like go outside if it's snowing now, folks, and put some snow on you. It'll melt in a second. It doesn't do that in these movies. We end up going into the dean's office and it's the tippy... What's that noise? Is it the tippy tapping of secular boots on the roof? Well, it must be 'tis the season because non-denominational Mr. Winter is on his way to the student lounge. And as he turns around because he's all excited, what's the dean doing, Rachel? He's
got a costume on. He's got like a Father Time winter Christmas thing going on.
It does look like a Father Time outfit. Yes.
Well, because he's like skinny bald man with this weird beard that's fake, and then It's got like this big
I like that though.
That's
it's
blue
not like
and
a
fuzzy.
it's not like a Santa beard either. It's
No.
like this dark gray beard.
Yeah,
it's like
and he's
this,
got like elf ears
grimy
on,
beard.
and he's like this crimpy beard, and it's like, what is happening?
Yeah, he's made up this.
And it's
Mr.
just
Winter
the chin
character.
strap. He doesn't have a mustache.
Yeah, it's an Amish chin strap type. Yes, yes. And he's so excited to go do this. He turns around, and the filing cabinet is open, and he pratfalls, gets hit down.
Yeah, it's clotheslined right there. Boom.
We are in the cafeteria, and Shirley says that she's sick of the dean jamming his PC-ness down my throat. So part of this episode, of course, one of the themes of this episode is about religion and celebrating holidays, and how do we treat each other with respect in regards to everyone's personal beliefs and the holidayness. And the dean, of course, takes it to a whole nother level.
Oh my God,
to try
yes.
to incorporate everything into everyone, and that's why
The human being,
it's secular,
the non-secular.
It's completely religion.
It's supposed to be completely religion
agnostic.
free. Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing that could make you think
it's human.
that there's any belief system.
It's about the season.
And that goes along with we're the human beings. Like, we
Yes.
can't be anything. We can't be the bears because, people have been called animals their whole lives and stuff like that. You have to make it as all-encompassing as possible. Shirley is the opposite of that, who truly believes that her beliefs are the right beliefs and that everyone should follow those beliefs. You get this the very, very far sides of this, and then like how can you come together and understand each other better. It is deeper than what you might think at some of those levels in that way.
Right.
That's the whole point of Community, right? Like, this episode, not to get to my critique of the episode at all, this episode, I think,
We kind of been doing that with all three of these, but go on.
That's true. This one, to me, encaptures a lot of that feeling of what the show, like Dan Harmon's mission statement might be, where it takes these oddball characters that don't have anything to do with each other and brings them together in a community. And I think this one does that in a very real way by taking the religions and everything and making them clash and find common ground.
Right. But she does say, I don't want to have his PC-ness stuffed down my throat. And Jeff comes over and says, I'd like to, commend Pierce that he didn't make a joke about it, but then Pierce laughs, and then so does Troy. And he goes, I get it. I just got it.
Yeah, they both get it at the same time. They're like,
and they both, look up to the right and just laugh. Like, ha!
Yeah.
That's funny.
Shirley has made them all a gift. And they are little bracelets that say WWBJD.
BJ. Yeah. Baby Jesus.
Well, Pierce thinks it could be Billy Joel.
Oh, that's
But
true.
I know if it was Billy Joel, it would be Write Another Stupid Song. Am I right? And Annie and Troy don't know who Billy Joel is. I feel like because Troy and Annie are around our age, we would have known who Billy Joel was in 2009.
Yes, we would have. Yes.
Yeah. Come on.
So, but who would they use then? It'd have to be someone with a BJ name.
Like today?
Well, just
Like
in
in today's
general.
day and age?
I don't care. Just anybody. Who
No,
would they have
I mean, the
used?
joke is obviously just poking fun at Billy Joel being like a 70s and 80s guy. And
Oh, sure.
the kids of today would be like, Billy Joel. It wouldn't be like a relevant...
Yeah, it's still not relevant, so that's sure.
Fair. Fuck you, Billy Joel.
I can't think of anybody else who has a BJ name that we could use. Like, that's not Billy Joel. I'm like...
Billy's Joel.
Here's the
So
ball.
Shirley tells them,
Perhaps
of
you'd
course...
like to bounce it.
So, of course, Shirley tells them that it stands for Baby Jesus, and the group does not want to put these on.
I don't know. I thought
British-
Pierce, puts it on, immediately.
Annie does? Oh, Pierce does
I
put it
thought
on.
Pierce
He knows
does.
what...
Yeah.
Pierce doesn't care. Annie starts to put it on, and Britta says that she's going to put it in the pocket closest to her heart, and just puts it down her shirt.
Yes.
And she's like, they're bracelets. You put them on. Put them on, everyone. put them on. And she kind of guilts them all into doing it.
Yes, she does.
That's another part of this is Shirley's ability to mom everyone in the group as well. Because she talks about how this is her family, because her real family is all broken apart because of her husband cheating and them getting a divorce and everything.
And she has nobody to spend Christmas with this year.
And yeah, because the rest of her family's like out of town or something like that, so she isn't going to be able to like have a big like party. So the only party she's going to be able to throw is with the group.
Right.
Abed's getting some gingerbread cookies for the group. He took all the winter doodles though, and some bullies come up. Rachel, your thoughts on the bullies in this episode?
How do we explain them?
Well, the main one is played by Anthony Michael Hall
with his big mustache.
The Dark Knight and the nerd from all the 80s movies. He played Chevy Chase's son. He's Rusty from Vacation, of course.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Yeah, this is their big like
No,
reunion.
he's not. What do you mean? No, he's not. What do you mean?
Not Christmas Vacation, from Vacation.
Okay.
The first Vacation.
Because he has like different kids in each one of them, right?
Yeah.
They're all different ages every time too.
But he's
Still
like
can't
a
picture
gym
this
bro.
man young because he just looks like a police officer, gym bro.
Yeah, I love the look that they give him because he's got a
fingerless gloves. He's got a black t-shirt on, but over it he's got a sweatshirt that's ripped off sleeves. He's got the belt on like he's gonna go lifting. He's wearing shorts, and then his posse look like 90s grunge characters to me.
They're described as the cast of not Rent, but they're described as fly dancers at one point. They all are parkour.
Yeah, they're like parkour. They like all do flips and shit. Yes.
Yeah, they all have that look to them. It is true that they do all have that look.
Yeah, they do look like they're gonna do like the snaps and like rush you, like they want to have like a duel or something.
It's such a good design though. I do appreciate it, and it is like this diverse group of bullies too. Like none of them look intimidating except maybe Mike. Like there's like. It looks like they look like the fucking. This is going to be a very deep cut for people, and it's gonna. I'm sure it will date the episode. They look like kind of like the Death Riders in AEW. Rachel, you can look them up. You know all the Death Riders. They have that same diversity to them, and at the same time lack of. They're trying to be bullies, but like
I could see
they're
it.
in over their head.
Yeah, I could see it.
Rachel's like, yeah, Mox, Claudio, yeah, I see it. Pac.
Yeah.
It's also because they have Marina Shafir in there, and like this group of bullies has a girl.
Yeah, they also have a girl. Yeah, but that's why I'm like they all look like just 90s grunge outfits and stuff. So they look like they're trying to be bullies.
Yes,
and like
they're very much trying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways.
So Mike the bully, Anthony Michael Hall, comes up and he slaps the cookies out of Abed because he tells him, "You stole all the winter doodles. Well, they're for my friends."
And he's like,
"You can have some more. There's like other cookies that you can have." And he's like, "Those have macadamia nuts in them." And he slaps the cookies out of Abed's hand.
You made it sound like he's Ben Stiller from.
Yeah, it's kind of a what the hell, except it's like he just like flips the
he flips the plate into to Abed, and the cookies fall because he's like, "I'm allergic." You don't know what allergic means. Then like it's like, okay,
that's not how tree nuts works. Allergy. Yeah, that's not how tree nut allergies work. Because Abed tries to make a joke about it. He's like clever enough because he's like, there's macadamia nut cookies, and he says he has a tree nut allergy, and he's like, well, then you shouldn't eat any of the Christmas tree shaped ones.
Yeah, as like
and
a joke.
Like, that pisses off Mike. Yeah,
the gym bro. Which
Jeff
this is when Jeff gets up to talk to him, I literally went, "What's in his hair?" And I was like, I forgot it was the snow.
It's the fake snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it looks like dandruff or something. I'm like, what is that?
And just because he hasn't looked at himself in a mirror or anything in a few minutes, so he hasn't seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anthony Michael Hall says, "Oh, look at this. Pretty boy standing up for Birdface." I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So he says, "You want to hear a joke?
Funny man.
Knock, knock." Yeah, funny man. Knock, knock.
My fist up your balls.
My fist in your...
Who's there?
Who's there?
Like, I don't... what's the joke? human being.
They're about to fight, but before they can, the dean rides in his human being sleigh as Mr. Winter. So
it's so creepy.
Mike backs down.
I hate the
Mike,
human
yeah, they're
being
like,
so much.
well, it's like even weirder because the human being is like pulling Mr. Winter in on like a rickshaw.
Yes, and he's dressed as like a reindeer. Yeah. So it's just really...
Rachel finds the human being very unsettling.
He's very unsettling to me. I can't. He's so creepy. That's like, it's like a cryptid. His face looks like he's like a cryptid creature or something that you see in your nightmares. I just can't.
Yes, that is, yeah, him wearing the red nose is very disturbing. And I've been trying to also figure out what the girl that trails them on the bike is doing too. Is she doing like sign language or is she leading the human being around? Maybe that's what it is.
Oh yeah, I think she is doing sign language. She's doing sign language.
She's like doing sign language.
Yeah. I didn't realize that at first. That's so odd.
So Mike backs down and he says that there won't always be a dean around. So he's, threatening him for another round here at some point. And then one of my favorite lines from the entire episode happens because it cuts to Pierce sitting there and he just goes, "Still waiting on those cookies, eh, Ben?" And it goes right into the opening credits. I just love that. That's so good because it's so Pierce where he's just oblivious to the world.
Absolutely.
And still calls Abed Abed and yeah.
I feel like at some point it just becomes like his nickname for Abed is Abed. I can't tell sometimes. It's like where I get like it's one of those things where it's like they get your name wrong enough times where it just becomes your nickname at that point.
Like at this point, someone has said your name wrong enough that you like cannot correct them. So
you think it's
just
that?
Like, that's just how you'd call me.
Well, my husband had that. They were saying his name wrong, and he goes, "I just don't correct them." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "They've been saying my name wrong the entire year," and I'm like,
been calling her Crandall.
I'm like, why
didn't you tell them?
And he goes, "It's fine. It's not a big deal." And I'm like,
later on, Abed is describing. He's all excited. He's describing the confrontation in a very referential way, in only ways that Abed could do it, where he's explaining everything, all of the characters and everything that happened in a bunch of different references. Pierce thinks that he should have knocked Mike out. Why didn't he punch the guy? And Shirley says that real men turn the other cheek. But Pierce says that fighting is nature's way of, like, natural selection. Like, it's a natural thing to do. But Britta thinks that the real reason that men fight is because of gayness.
yes. Her whole shtick the entire episode
The
is
entire
that
episode, yes.
they're gonna go do some gay rolling around on the floor and stuff together, because that's all fighting really is.
Which is true, yes. Because, like, a real fight... I've not been in fights. I've not witnessed many a fight, but like the fight, if you ever watch a fight, like a woman fight, there's a lot of it's grappling. It's like just two people trying to take each other down. Because if a actual punch lands, if a punch lands, that's the end of it.
Pretty much.
Like in real life, that's the end of it. And most people do not have the stamina for an actual fight, so it might last 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Jeff wants to study or he will fail. Why didn't you do extra credit if you're failing? Says Annie. And Jeff says, because doing extra credit and not doing the bare minimum is my definition of failing. Shirley is asking them all about coming to her Christmas party after the final is over. And they all kind of awkwardly sit there.
She's right now decorating for it. There's a big old Christmas tree. There's baby Jesus, a nativity, and there's like a whole box of Christmas decorations.
Now, Rachel,
and she's got like a classic Christmas sweater on, by the way. To me, like
when you say, like
a middle-aged woman, black sweater
yes.
with like all the little trinkets on it. Like that just looks like a classic Christmas sweater to me.
Agreed. Yes, this is a timeless Christmas sweater. It's got like bells on it.
Yeah,
and ivy.
It looks like an '80s Christmas sweater. I love it.
I love it. All right. Well, I guess I know what Rachel's getting for Christmas.
Oh, great. I have to get a Christmas sweater for Christmas.
Shirley Christmas sweater.
It better
Rachel,
be
my
Shirley's
question.
Christmas sweater. I'm sorry, go on.
My question for you. They all sit there awkwardly, like not quite knowing how to react to Shirley wanting to throw this Christmas party. Why would they be resistant?
I don't think it's the Christmas party.
Christmas party.
I don't think it's the Christmas party, because she says something about wearing Christmas sweaters.
Sure.
And I think that's the part where they're kind of like, well...
Okay. Because I was wondering... I know that Shirley can be, like, overbearing with the religious stuff to them, and I wondered if that was part of it, or if they just were like, we don't want to go to the party, because it's like, who turns down, like, a Christmas party
Yeah,
like
that's like, this is a friend's party. There's gonna be food,
it's just like you're just
hang
having
out.
like a friend's party. Even if none of you celebrate Christmas except for Shirley, what's the problem? Like, you can still celebrate.
You can still like hang out.
But maybe it was the Christmas sweater thing, because they don't.
If somebody invited me to a Hanukkah party or something, I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, let's go! I'll go to your Hanukkah party.
Yeah,
that sounds fun."
I will. Yes, 100%. I want a bunch of old men sitting there. I want Jack Black. I want Kate Winslet. They better be telling stories about old Hollywood. 100%. It all goes back to the holiday, Rachel.
I love it. Thank you.
I do like your interpretation a bit more than mine, though, on that, where it's because of the Christmas sweaters, because she already is making them wear the Jesus bracelets. So now they're like, now you're going to make us wear sweaters. So I think that works. And none of them are going to have Christmas sweaters.
Right. And this is when Annie goes, well, I guess I could wear my Hanukkah sweater. And Shirley
Yes.
gets all like,
I didn't know that
you're
She gets so
Jewish.
Not offended, but like
I feel like
shocked.
she is. I feel like she is partially like offended and shocked.
Yeah. Oh, my whole group is not
None of
Christian,
you believe
like
it.
I
Like,
am.
oh my god. Like, I can't believe it, you heathens. Like, that's what it feels like.
I didn't know that you weren't Christian. One
Yeah.
might even say I'm Jewish.
Yeah.
And Abed says he's like
Muslim.
a Muslim. Troy is a Jehovah's Witness.
Britta's
and
atheist.
Britta is atheist.
Yes.
And Shirley goes, the Lord is testing me. And what is Jeff, Rachel?
Agnostic?
Yeah, and then somebody... Now...
And they all go
somebody
like...
throws a paper. Yeah, they all go like, of course you are. Because agnostic mean like he will not decide, because then that would
cause conflict.
Yes, and he's like, I can't do that, because then somebody might not like me. So I'm agnostic. The paper that gets thrown at his head when he says this.
Yes.
The direction that this comes from would
Yes!
imply that Annie
did it.
threw the paper.
Yes.
This doesn't seem like something Annie would do,
No!
though.
I would have thought Pierce, maybe.
I
But it
figured
was
Troy.
Or Troy.
But the direction is Annie.
But it's Annie.
Like the angle. What?
I don't think
Is
they
this
were
coming
thinking
from...
about that.
They did not think about that.
No.
Yeah, it's like the fourth wall throws the paper
Yes,
at Jeff
we
Winger.
did it. Us
Yeah,
as an
we
audience.
did it as the audience, yeah. Pierce is born again, and Shirley perks up from
Oh.
this, thinking, born again Christian. Oh!
Yeah, no.
Yes, we had a rebirthing ceremony at my pool. I'm a level 7 or
5.
level 5 laser lotus.
In his Buddhist community.
My Buddhist community.
That's
And,
a cult.
Yeah, Britt is like, I don't think that's Buddhism. That sounds like a cult. Just for asking that, or just for saying that, you have now bumped me down to a level 4.
And then I feel like if that's a rule in your religion, it really is a cult.
Yes. We learn more about. We learn a little bit more about Pierce's Buddha community as the series goes on, and his how he's a laser lotus. In the
yes.
Buddhist community.
Right. Yeah, because it sounds like it sounds like a video game, and it sounds like it's supposed to be like Scientology.
Scientology, yeah, Scientology is definitely what they're poking fun at here and making reference to, and I think that it makes sense too for Pierce to be the one,
Absolutely,
because like he's an ignoramus and he has money, so they're gonna try to go after him.
They're taking advantage of his
money.
Mm-hmm.
Troy, thinking that this is crazy, says, what else do you believe in? Blood transfusions? Because Jehovah's Witnesses don't believe in blood transfusions. Right. Yeah, and so Shirley tries to say, like, well, you are Christian, though. You're Jehovah's Witness. And he's like, yeah, but we don't celebrate Christmas or birthdays. And we can't drink. But it helps.
And
so
he looks
Shirley
really
is obviously...
sad. He just kind of blankly stares, but it helps. Like, what?
Yeah. Shirley is obviously nervous because of all of their different religions. She does at least say, like, well, all of you could bring something from your religion, and, like, we'll all celebrate together.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeff says, as an agnostic, I'm bringing my winning smile, and they all groan, and another paper gets thrown by the audience again.
The Annie audience.
Yeah, they definitely did not think when they did that scene, like, Annie would not be the one throwing the paper at him. Chang is bored at the final.
Yes, like
he
like
Silencio
says,
on the
I'm
blackboard.
bored.
So boring. Shirley turns her test in, all happy. Feliz Navidad. As she walks out to set up for the party.
Right. I do love that Jeff is looking at this like, this test doesn't even make any sense. Like...
Yeah, because he goes, true or falso or none of the above, and he just looks up at Chang, who strokes his evil fake.
Yeah,
he strokes
like
an invisible fake evil beard. Yes, like
he's smiling,
like he's screwing them over on purpose or something.
Right.
Chang has left the door open during this final, which is probably a bad idea.
Oh, very. Mm-hmm.
And Anthony Michael Hall walks by and sees
Forehead's taking a test.
So he comes in, he keeps talking, and Jeff says, like, Senior Chang, can you do something about this? And we get a meme moment, Rachel.
I love it.
Chang goes,
Senior Chang, can you do something about this? I'll allow it.
I'll allow it. Great moment. Great treasured moment from Community there.
Yeah.
The I'll allow it.
I like that.
I mean, it's been used, obviously, by people in the future in the internet and everything. But it speaks to Chang's character, where he's like, he's so bored of teaching that he's just like,
oh, this is
have
interesting.
A confrontation. Let's
this is
spice
fine.
this up. Yeah. Mike looks at the test and says, it's usted, dude. Even I know that. And Jeff gets pissed off at this. Oh, he kicks the test off of the desk.
Mm-hmm.
A very shitty move. So then Jeff stands up and says, like, okay, fine, it's on. Abed's all excited about this. Jeff says that he's cramping. He represents everything about Greendale that, like, Jeff hates.
Mm-hmm.
That he's cramping his style. He smells like French fry oil. The fight is on now. And they're gonna meet at the bike racks. Not the one by the trash cans, but by the ones where they're building the wheelchair ramp.
Yes. And Britta just says, "Why don't you guys kiss already?"
That's right. Yeah, Britta just goes, "Geez, why don't you guys kiss already?"
Yeah.
I mean, my crush is always going to be for Gillian Jacobs when it comes to Community. So I'm just like, oh, she's so cute when she does like her little like, why don't you just kiss already?
Why don't you just kiss already? Why do you have to like make plans for it?
Senior Chang calls this the best final ever, as he's like eating like Cheetos or something. Later on in the cafeteria, Abed wants to know what's he gonna do during the fight. Is he gonna like stand up for himself and like overcome something or anything like that? And Jeff is like, don't do anything, Abed.
Right.
And he tells them all not to tell Shirley.
Yes.
Because she's just gonna guilt them all out of being able to do it, and he doesn't want to deal with the guilt if they know what he means.
Yes.
And Troy goes, no, I'm just wearing this Jesus bracelet because it gets me chicks. Hey, you know what, though? There's a segment of the population that might work, Troy. That might work.
I don't feel like I should say anything. I'm going to stay out of this one.
It's possible. There's a whole dating website just for that line of work.
It's a stereotype for a reason.
Jeff tells the group that he's never been in a fight before.
I guess I'm too charming and likable. Call me a name.
I can't.
I can't. Because he gets lost in his eyes. Troy tells the story of when he got into a fight. Rachel, do you want to repeat Troy's story?
First time I got punched in the face, I was like, oh no. But then I was like, this is a story.
And a good one.
That's it. We have no idea the context around that at all. It's such a dude story because there is no context. There are no details. It is literally just,
yes,
I got punched in the face
fair.
Once. That's was a
fair,
story.
Yes. I think one of the problems growing up with our mother and aunts and grandmother being our family is that we tell stories based on that context, which means that you get setup, you get reason, you get plot, you get payoff, you get the whole fucking... The reason that Shelf Life is the episodes are as long as they are is probably because of our upbringing in that way. You are never getting a story that succinct with us. Pierce is upset by this because he thinks that getting punched in the face is a rite of passage.
For a man.
Every man should be punched in the face. It's a rite of passage. In my day, Friday night was smoke a doobie, feel up a gal, and then get your teeth knocked out by a Republican.
It's a very good line. It's very, very Pierce, very boomer-esque line.
It really is.
I thought. He says that they're going to train Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
I know a few moves. Troy, I assume you're handy with a switchblade. Abed, you get back to the family tent. Try to find a chicken for Jeff to chase.
Troy, I assume you're handy with a switchblade. Hey, Abed, go back to the family tent and find a chicken for Jeff to chase.
And they both just kind of look at him like, seriously? Do you even know what you're saying right now?
the blunt and the raise, it's... Oh my god, it's so funny though. It's so funny in the worst way.
The full-on
this
racism is very funny.
Killing me. Jeff shows his bicep off, says that he's got this, but then Mike comes in with the bullies and he says, "Oh look, it's forehead, old head, stupid head, and the other head. So you got 3 forehead. Give me a snowman, dork."
This takes the snowman, staples it to his head, and then shakes his head around. Like,
I love how he does that though. It makes that noise of like he's like to prove that it's like
look, it's really stapled to my head right now.
So Jeff admits that maybe he does need fight lessons. Rachel and I do this all the time. I debated about this being the way that we come back from the break. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. The Lord, the Lord, the Lord.
Because she saw Annie. So instead of finishing the song, she just kept saying the Lord.
She just has to talk about the Lord.
Because
this
Annie's Jewish.
Heathenish Jew is... Yes,
and the Lord is not... It's not a Lord to them.
Annie brought in her Hanukkah holder.
I believe that's called a menorah.
I do like
not even a line, but I have to say it. Huh?
I said I do kind of like the term Hanukkah holder.
Yes, this is the Hanukkah holder.
Is this your Hanukkah holder?
Hanukkah.
One of the...
She shoves it into the tree. Like, she just shoves it in there.
Yes, she just shoves it into the tree. It's so disrespectful.
It really
because, why would you do this? Like, just set her menorah out on the table.
Yeah.
Why is that a problem? But it's obvious that... I think this makes it obvious that Shirley told them they could all bring something of their own.
Yes.
But she doesn't really want that to be part of it.
No.
You know?
Right.
Annie takes it out of the tree, and Shirley goes over to the manger scene and is doing some stuff, and she says, "I never knew that you were a Jew." And Annie goes, say the whole word next time.
Mm-hmm.
Because as we've discussed on the show, Rachel, and I've heard discuss other words, there's it's a Louis C.K. bit for sure.
It's a bit of a negative connotation when you say just the first part.
It just depends on how you say it too.
Yes.
Because a Jew is the correct way to say someone is Jewish. They are a Jew. But the way that you say it, and the connotation in which you say it can make you sound a lot worse.
Oh yeah,
than what you might be trying to say.
Right.
This is advice for all of the Gentiles out there. So, I mean, I am one as well. Rachel and I are not Jewish. We are Catholic, as we have said. If you were to say someone is Jewish, you would not say someone is a Jew. Is the better way to say that. Obviously.
Yeah.
To state the obvious, Annie reveals that they're all going to go to Jeff's fight first and then come. Shirley's all upset about this, so she asks Annie to finish the manger scene while she goes to find the group.
I do love this. So she hands her the baby Jesus, right? Annie had found like a nicer spot in the tree to put the menorah, so it like
is that what
shows
she
up
was
a little
doing?
bit. Yeah. And so then she takes the baby Jesus and puts it in front of it. Like she's like, I guess this is what she wanted to do, was decorate the tree with all of our stuff, which honestly sounds like a cute idea.
Yeah, I think Annie misinterpreted what Shirley was doing and took it very innocently and like thought that she was just putting all the stuff in the tree.
All the religious paraphernalia goes into the tree.
Yeah. I also like Annie's Hanukkah sweater because it is an ugly Christmas sweater, but it's Hanukkah themed.
Yes,
it's like got a menorah on the back and stuff. I feel like
and
you
the
can buy
front,
this
it's
sweater.
like a little character, and then on the back, it's just the big menorah. I love it.
Yeah. Troy is teaching Jeff how to fight.
Yeah.
But all he's doing is teaching him the lead up to the fight.
Yeah.
Which is saying, sup, sup, what's up, what's up? No, it's a rhetorical question. You have the answer. They do not.
So you're looking for
it. And then you give him the Forrest Whitaker eye. And I feel like this was just because Donald Glover could do the Forrest Whitaker eye impression, which is so mean and hilarious at the same time.
Yes. Because it's like cross-eyed and squish face. That's really all it is.
It's so perfect, though. It looks so funny. You just stare right into their soul. Britta makes a crack about getting married in Vermont and then moving to Vermont. Because at the time...
Oh, yes.
Back in 2009.
Right.
One of the only states that you could get married in if you were gay was in Vermont. How times have changed. But at the time...
in such a short time period, it's changed. Like, if you think about it.
It is kind of insane
it's
when you
weird
think about that. This
how
episode's only...
not long ago it was.
Yeah. Because this episode, at the time of this recording, is only 16 years old. So to think about the fact that, like...
crazy.
The progression and the acceptance...
Yes.
Too, that has happened. I think that a majority of Americans are for it.
I would assume, who cares?
Yeah, I think it's
married,
overwhelming. I think it's to the point where, like, it would be the bigots could get it overturned, but it would be like...
They actually were trying to. That's actually something that has been tried a few times in this year.
Oh, yeah, it got rejected the last time.
They rejected it.
I could definitely see that it happening. At the same time, it's like... Most Americans are like, just let it be. Like, who gives a fuck? It's very strange how fast that one happened when you think about it.
Oh, but how weird it is that it wasn't that long ago. That it wasn't
also
accepted.
True,
and I just can't wrap my head around that. That's weird to me. Well, because it's hard to wrap your head around what it was like in your lifetime.
Lifetime, yeah. Your adult lifetime,
right?
Too, I guess should be because like a ton of progress has happened in our lifetimes, but when you're a kid, you don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Abed says that Britta has a point. You know, in boxing, you fight for the purse and the belt, and Britta says she has to write a paper about that.
Which I mean would
Jeff's
be a kind of a funny paper.
It would be a good paper. It would. Folks at home, if you're in some sort of gender studies class, you got to write that paper. Jeff is throwing punches. Pierce has a boxing glove, the pads to throw punches at the boxing. Pierce says that he's weak. He's punching like what are you, a North Korean seamstress? Not if that's bad. Which is also a good line. Because it is like, what does that mean?
What does that mean? Maybe they can punch really well. I don't know.
Yeah, something tells me that I wouldn't fuck with a North Korean seamstress.
I wouldn't either. God, no. They're very precise, I bet, with their punches.
They've got
you gotta be careful.
Calloused hands. Guarantee that.
They're going for it. Anyways, he punches again.
Yeah, he punches him harder, and Pierce gets... Because he says, pretend like it's someone that annoys you, so he punches Pierce harder. Mm-hmm. And then Pierce gets mad about that, so he goes, Britta, put your blouse back on, and distracts him.
And then kicks him in the shin. And then...
And then Troy says, like, what are you doing? And he says, well, it worked for that foxy black girl. And Troy, of course, looks to the right. And
he kicks him in the shin.
Pierce kicks him in the chin.
And he goes, why does she have to be black?
Why does she have to be black? Shirley
they
walks
both
in.
turned to look at Britta when he said the top was off, so it's not like it wasn't
Right.
going to get him either way.
Right, it would have gotten him still, yes.
He's like, I just want the foxy boobs. Let's go.
Why does she have to be black? Shirley comes in and says, what is going on here? And Troy says,
we're trying to get Jeff ready for the fight. I couldn't think of another word.
Idiot. He meant we were fighting. It is hard to think of another word.
it is hard to think of another word. Shirley says, why are you doing this on the most important day of the year?
December 10th.
December 10th? So Jeff is trying to be flippant about it because he knew if this happened that this would be a problem.
Yes.
So Shirley says
this is when
this is
she
going to be
goes
the
off
only
about
party.
it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they all go, we told him not to do it, and then like all kind of walk away in shame, and she tries to guilt Jeff into it. She gives Jeff a brownie.
Yes.
Whenever I have to have a talk with my boys, I try to calm them down by giving them a brownie. So Jeff, why do you hate me and Jesus? What does Jeff say to that, Rachel?
The brownie's not working. Isn't that what
I don't
it
think
is?
my
I don't think my brownie's working.
He goes, I don't think my brownie's working. So Jeff explains his viewpoint on religion.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot like Paul Rudd. I see the appeal, and I wouldn't take it away from anyone, but I wouldn't stand in line for it.
I understand his metaphor. Like, I like Paul Rudd. But I understand what he's saying. Like,
Yes, I completely understand what he's saying. Like, I don't care for... You could throw any other actor in there,
You really
or any other
could.
show, or any other thing. Yeah. I understand the appeal. To me, it's Squirrel Girl from Marvel to do a comic book. I understand the appeal. I don't want to take it away from anyone, but I am not going to read it. I just don't like her. Like, that's the
There you go.
It's the same analogy.
It's Squirrel Girl. Mm-hmm.
Yes, religion is a lot like Squirrel. Religion is to Jeff Winger as Squirrel Girl is to Shelf Life Kevin. Fucking Squirrel Girl. She forbids Jeff from fighting. And Jeff's like, you can't do that. You are not my mother. And she says, that's fine. If you go to this fight, do not come to my party. And Jeff is like, oh, come on, Shirley. Don't be mad. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. That's
a
mom for
thing.
mad.
Yeah. Mom for mad.
Now, Rachel, Shirley is giving Jeff so much guilt here, right?
Yeah,
like,
she
this is
is.
just Shirley doing her guilt tripness on him.
Absolutely.
Why is it just because it's like a Christmas and it's like a holiday and it would be taking time away from the party that she's upset and won't let Jeff do this?
I don't think she would have been on board for the fight, period, but because it's on such a religious thing for her. It's like punching somebody in church. Like, you went inside, you're in a church and you go and punch the priest. I think is kind of how she sees it. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
Like, I feel like that's how it's the only thing I can think of.
I think that makes sense. Yeah, I guess you're right. No matter what, she would not be on board with
the fighting.
Him fighting.
Mm-hmm.
But because he's trying to do it on a day that she is trying to celebrate, it is a bigger problem.
Yes.
Fair enough. Yes. Understood.
So she would have been, like, mad at him before, but now it's just, like, so much worse.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We get to the party, and they've all brought a little dish from their respective religions.
Which is
I
also
think that...
so fun. I love that. I would have enjoyed the hell out of this party, because I would have been like, yes, I want to try everybody's food.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
go.
also true. It looks like Annie brought latkes. She's got potato pancakes with her. I think Shirley misidentifies what they are.
I think she does.
I can't recall.
Well, she says, like, oh, you brought a traditional Muslim dish. It looks delicious, but it's, I as a woman, I'm not allowed to eat it. Which is just she's so disrespectful. She is so disrespectful to every one of them.
It's a great line, though.
Yes.
But she smells it and says that, so maybe she's just worried about what's in it. I bet it's really fucking good, though, because...
It's gotta be.
Abed's dad owns a falafel shop.
So it's gotta be delicious. And then she goes, oh, good, Britta brought what she believes in. Nothing.
Yeah, that was so, Excuse me? Now, to be fair, Britta did bring nothing.
Yeah, which
but
I mean,
I guess
she should have brought something.
What? Yeah, she should have brought something.
Donuts, cookies, I don't care.
I feel like she didn't think, though, that... Like, I feel like Britta thought, like, oh, well, if you're bringing stuff from your religions, like, I don't really know what I would bring, so I'm not going to do that. And
Yeah,
Britta's
but
not one to cook.
True.
Like, you
But
could
she could've
see,
just
you
bought-
could see Abed knows how to cook, and you could
Yes.
see Annie doing potato pancakes, you know?
Absolutely. Now I want potato pancakes.
You and Walter Bedecker, Rachel.
You like
That's
potato
that is a call. That's a callback to an old Shelf Life episode. I do like potato pancakes. They're great. Yeah, I love them. Pierce brought a bong that he thought was his incense holder.
I guess he uses it that way. He must use it that way,
Yes,
right?
he uses it that way. Yeah. They all want to go to the fight, and Shirley says, "Well, just like I told Jeff, anyone that goes to the fight is dead to me, and if you leave, you'll be dead to me too."
Yeah, but they all want to go to the fight. Like, Troy even says, like, I want to go.
Shirley tries to get them all to sing about Jesus.
Yes.
Jesus is a friend of mine.
Yeah, she acts like everybody should know
Jesus
this song.
is a friend of mine. Come on, everyone. You don't know the words?
Jesus
Well,
is a
because
friend of... She is so...
She knows... She knows she's losing them. Because she knows that they all want to go to the fight. So
Right.
she's, like, trying anything that she knows. But, like, again, it's very prescriptive to what Shirley wants to do. And she's not thinking about the rest of the group.
Mhm.
It's all about what makes Shirley happy.
Right. And Britta points out
Sure,
that it's like, it's not very Christian of you to ban Jeff from the party.
And then they all start kind of going off on each other about their different religions. Annie says that she's a guilt machine,
Mhm.
that Shirley's a guilt machine. And Pierce says, and Annie would know a thing or two about guilt. He calls her a Jew.
Yes.
And Annie says, say the whole word. And Pierce, not knowing what Annie means, goes, Jewy?
Like a freaking, like, Chewbacca Chewy. That's what it made me think.
Oh, no, that's one of Chewbacca's cousins. So he's got Lumpy.
Oh, that's right.
And, yeah, there's
Jewy
Lumpy, Jewy.
Right.
And Jewy doesn't celebrate Life Day. Jewy celebrates a completely different holiday. He... You know, he goes out for Chinese food on Life Day. That's kind of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. He goes out to get some Banta bread or whatever on Life Day instead. Goes to the movies, goes to the holodeck.
That's fair. Understandable.
That's gotta be a Mad TV sketch, right? Jewy, Chewbacca's Jewish cousin.
It feels like it. It has to be.
It feels like a really
and if
stupid
not, how have they not
Mad
done
TV.
that?
Yeah, folks at home, make that a thing. Jewy, Chewbacca's Jewish cousin.
But apparently you would never catch a Jehovah Witness saying Jewy.
No, but you can go back and tell it to the birthday cake you never got. So they're all fighting about their religions, and Britta says, are we really going to let religion divide us? She understands that Shirley feels alone, but they would want Jeff to be there, and Shirley is kind of being like selfish about this and everything. Oh, because then I do like when Pierce even says like "suck it, Nietzsche"
Yes.
to Britta about like being atheist. So Britta says that as a family they should go support Jeff.
Well, she says, I think there's one thing we can all agree on, and that is that Abed's going to have 72 virgins in heaven.
You're right. Thank you. Yes, I forgot that line. Because Annie says like we shouldn't talk about religion. Like everyone's faith is weird. We shouldn't talk about it.
And then they start yelling about it even more.
Yeah. I'll get 72 virgins in heaven. No, that we should go support Jeff.
Yes.
72 virgins in heaven, by the way, Rachel. That particular belief, that's overwhelming to me.
It sounds
I don't know if I
horrifying, to be quite honest.
It's too much.
I don't like it.
If that's the path that's going to happen, I'm going to tell in front of God and everybody, I'll take a discount. I don't need
one is fine.
I mean,
maybe
some might say like if I am not Muslim, but if Muslim is the if
that's the proper,
if that comes to pass, yes, and
then they go, you're fine, that's fine, you can also have it even though you didn't do anything
and
on
Allah
Earth.
is
that's
like
fine.
Nah, you got it, it's fine.
That's cool. He's like, you're
then,
cool.
You know,
here's your 72 virgins, and you're like, hold on.
It's
hold
on. It's literally the same God. It's the same God. So if he's giving out 72 virgins, I might be like, you know what? Give me like 10. I don't need 72. That's just too many.
That feels gluttonous. I just can't.
Anyway, Britta says that she's going to go support Jeff, groping another man and rolling around on the floor, and leaves. And they all follow, and they leave Shirley. Ludwig has the score go into that, like, sad, sentimental score that, like, dun, 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 dun. Because, like, Shirley's learning a lesson here at this moment.
Right.
I love this little bit where we get the bullies waiting for Jeff at the bike rack. Because Mike says,
look, this dude doesn't show up, we're definitely going to Applebee's, all right?
Because I'm getting in a fight no matter what today, dude. I'm telling you right now.
I mean, honestly, they could have done the Applebee's. They could have done a Waffle House. What else? Where else do people like to get
Waffle House
fights at?
Yeah.
Right? Like
Walmart. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm assuming if it is like a California thing, In-N-Out Burger, they got to have like they gotta have fights there. For some reason, I just assume.
Late at night?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do love the idea
White Castle.
Of a White Castle. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that could be a one. A Bojangles, maybe.
Bojangles, probably.
For the South, yeah.
Waffle House, too, though. I feel like that's a universal.
Waffle House is definitely
it's just
the place.
Universal right there.
Yeah. Would the joke have been too obvious if he would have said we're going to the Waffle House? I mean, it's Colorado.
Probably. I feel like Applebee's sounds sillier. So I think it works better.
Yeah. Applebee's is the better joke. Yeah.
Yeah. They also all just look excited to eat Applebee's. So when he says
they all were. They were all like high-fiving each other about going to Applebee's.
Yeah, you gotta go to Applebee's.
You know what, though? Full disclosure, I haven't been to an Applebee's in a really long time. I don't have anything against Applebee's.
No.
Some of these chain restaurants, like Rachel and I love Chili's. They're not bad.
It's their last
They're not
night.
that bad.
Yeah,
they're not that bad.
Yeah.
Bad rep these chain restaurants get sometimes. Just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
The only
Chili's,
problem
if
is
you
all
want to
their
sponsor
prices getting so expensive.
Applebee's, if you want to sponsor Shelf Life, we'll take it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Take it. I'll take payment and gift cards. I don't fucking care. You'll get the money right back. Jeff comes out. He asks them if they're perpetually on the way to the gym, and Mike goes, "My whole life is a gym." So that answers that question. They sup at each other.
Can I ask you a question?
So Mike also knows.
Sup.
What's up? He does the Forrest Whitaker eye.
And then he went, "Oh,
after
Jesus!" Like he was like, "What's wrong?"
It does. Yes, yeah. It doesn't quite intimidate them as much as it freaks them out, but it is pretty awesome that happens. He does put away his sunglasses and his cell phone and stuff because, of course, that is expensive. He doesn't want it to break. And he puts his dukes up, but then he sees
the
bracelet.
That's right.
And Jeff thinks of Shirley. And he says, I don't really believe in any of this stuff, in any of this sentimental stuff. And as he's saying this, the group comes out, including Shirley. I have to think to myself, what would Shirley do? And she goes, oh.
Yes.
But at the same moment, Mike punches him in the gut and goes, what would Shirley do?
And he's like,
and
I would shake your hand.
And wish you a Merry Christmas. It's an odd that it's an immediate turn for Jeff to do this.
Yeah.
But I think that it's just that it got to him.
I think it did.
At that exact moment.
Right.
That he's like, what am I doing? Like, I should just be I should be at the party with my friends.
Why am I fighting?
Why
I
am I
want to
doing
fight?
this?
He's like, I don't even want to fight.
I should just be with my friends. So I think that's kind of where his mind's at.
Yeah.
But it's almost too abrupt.
It's a little abrupt. It is like a very like awkward moment too of him just being like, it's Hallmark-ish, where he's trying to have that Hallmark moment of trying to turn that bully's thought process around, and then it doesn't work because the bully is like, yeah, fuck that, and punches him.
Yeah, that twist on the turn is good. I'll give it that. For a sitcom, and for, working within the tropes and stuff of it, it does work that way. But Shirley says, Jeffrey?
She gets her, like, her anger issues start bubbling
and
up.
still says it like a mom, though, too.
Oh, damn
which
straight.
Is great. By saying his whole name, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey? Kick his ass. Cavalry's here. Shirts off, boys.
Kick his ass.
And then this is when they all take their shirts off and they start doing flip kicks and spirals in the sky. And Pierce is fucking ready. He starts bouncing. He's like,
The reaction of all of them is so perfect because Pierce is ready, Shirley's ready. Troy does like a little like skip jump thing because he's like ready for it. Annie
even goes like, "Oh, you better not!" Like,
Britta's the only one that like takes a step back for a second when they're doing like the flip kicks. So the fight begins. They're all doing parkour. It's all in slow motion. The whole fight. It takes place on the fake snow winter set.
Yes.
So it's a very nice setting for this.
This is hilarious.
On the winter display here, it is Christmas. The one guy's telling Shirley, but it's Christmas, and she goes, "It's December 10th," and beats him with a candy cane.
Annie's spraying one of the guys with the fake snow.
Yes. Shirley, Britta is stuffing the girl
smashing that
bully's
chick's
head.
face into the ground.
Jeff avoids being punched in the face for most of the fight until Pierce does it for him. Rachel, how did you like this fight?
He said he got punched in the face multiple times before Pierce hit him.
Yes, but Pierce hits him in the nose.
Yes.
Like Pierce like cracks his nose
Yes,
with a
absolutely. This fight is hilarious. It is so dumb and funny.
It's so
it's cathartic.
It's one
for
of
them.
those
they let out all their issues in this fight.
Yeah. I was going to say it's one of those moments that makes the show. Now the group is like your family now.
Yes.
Where it's like they're fighting together, you know?
That's
like
right.
for some reason it like this is our study group. And like they've all come together here.
Because now it transitions into them being back at the party and Pierce is playing the piano. Everybody is covered in fake snow, looking beat to hell. And they're all having a nice moment together as a family.
Well, yeah, exactly. And it makes it so that they've all learned to become friends and truly understand each other. It's what I mean when I say like it does this job of taking the concept of community and like coming together to have each other's back and stuff in that way. That's why I have this one elevated above a lot of the rest of the season, to be frank, because it just works really well to me, this one. Shirley's singing Silent Night, but she's giving it different lyrics to be more agnostic. and talk about the fight as well. Like she's blending those two themes together.
Yeah.
They're all disheveled. It goes around and everyone's like beat up and they all have the fake snow is all over them and stuff like that. Some of it is the PCness to tolerant rewrites of carols to sing.
Yep.
After it's over, Chang comes in. He's got skiing equipment with him because he's on his way out, and he announces that they are all moving on except Jeff.
He's
also going to be seeing me next semester. Yes. And Annie goes, "No!"
Like she screams.
And like freaks out.
Yeah.
But he reveals that it's actually also going to be in Spanish 102 because he passed, and I'm the only Spanish teacher. This moment that Allison Brie does is so goddamn dorky. Yes. I can't tell if I love it or hate it. I truly can't. Because it's so cringy, but it's like purposefully cringy. It's like along with her chugga chugga choo choo train thing. I just cannot tell if it's good or not.
Sure.
Because she says, "Yay!" I mean about Jeff joining us. You being our Spanish teacher. I couldn't.
It's very exaggerated.
Yeah, I couldn't tell what they were trying to go with. Shang says, "Whoa, Mike really got you good, Jeff," because Jeff is sitting there with the
stuff up his nose. I kind of wish it was tampons.
Up his nose.
But yeah.
Yeah,
I think it would have
it's
made it
just
so much
tissue.
better. I think it's
it's
just like rolled
tissue.
up tissue.
A tampon would have made it funnier. Yeah, his nose is all bruised because I think Pierce broke his nose.
I think he broke his nose because he's got like the whole bruising
Yeah,
around
he's got
the
the
eyes
bruise
going
all
on.
around the eyes. Yeah, like you get when you break your nose. Yeah. Pierce comes out and says, "Actually, El Tigre, that was my present to Jeff. You're a man now, Jeffrey." And Jeff is like, "I was punched several times before that, Pierce." But then he thanks Pierce because he knows like that's all that Pierce wants is just like to think that he did this for Jeff, you know?
Guess that's his present to Pierce.
Yeah, that is kind of his present. I guess that's right, Rachel. Yeah, that is his present to Pierce, is like saying like thank you to him.
Mm-hmm.
And he says thanks to all of you for showing up to fight those fly dancers. And he pops a wine and he says, "Mary and Shirley learning her lesson." Says, "Holiday."
Holiday.
Actually, I was going to say Merry Semester and Happy New One.
And they all celebrate together as the study group has come together and gets to pass on to the next semester. As do we, Rachel, because the stinger is Abed taking decorations off of the tree and wrapping them in Troy while singing, "Oh, Christmas Troy, oh, Christmas Troy." Jeff walks in and goes, "Why do you guys do this kind of stuff?" And they go, "Because it's fun."
And then he kind of just goes,
So then-
and then they're all doing it with hats on and going, "Oh, Christmas Troy, oh, Christmas."
I gotta tell you, Rachel, after
love
watching this,
it.
I just kept singing, "Oh, Christmas Troy," like they do at the end, like all exaggerated.
Yes.
But they put tinsel on him, and Christmas Troy has to stand there. I thought that you would be like, why the hell does Troy say this smells like special drink? The nose on him. I think that's an improvised line by Donald Glover for sure, to talk about like wine or something because of being established as Jehovah's Witness.
I thought there was some like a special drink somewhere before this. Was there not?
Where he says something about it.
I thought
don't
somebody
remember.
said something about special drink, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is just about that.
Yeah, I just don't know why the nose would smell like wine, but that's obviously the joke that he's going for. It's just so random. It's like it's very Donald Glover-esque to be like, I'll take this like beat that people know about the character and like give this like weird bit to it here. But that is the end of Comparative Religion. Rachel, we have passed that class. What are your final thoughts about Comparative Religion?
This one's fun. It does like kind of poke fun at religion in general being one of those things that divide everybody, but it's supposed to help. We can bring them together in this with like our study group
together. Yeah, you can bring a community together through religion, but it also divides communities as well.
Yeah, but you doesn't have to. It's kind of the idea.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't.
So, I mean, that's kind of fun. And there's very silly things in this. A lot of good moments and a lot of funny lines and everything. So I enjoy this one. I think it's fun. Puts you in the mood for the holidays.
Well, and that's saying that, Rachel, I will say that this has been one of my, we've talked about the holiday shelf, and we'll do more holiday shelf stuff because of course with our holiday specials.
Mm-hmm.
This has been on my holiday shelf since it came out, since I had the DVD and now the Blu-ray. This is something that I watch, if not every year, every other year, as part of like my Christmas watchings. I will watch this episode of Community. I don't know why. It's hard for me to be completely objective to this particular episode because I have nostalgia for it.
Of course.
It's adult nostalgia, but I have nostalgia for it. This one may be one of my favorites of season 1. It's up there. The group is all together and their personalities really shine through in this one, and they feel like a true group at the end of it and get to celebrate. We'll get to the rankings in a minute, but I do come back to this one. There's just warm feelings come up. When I turned it on, I was like, okay, I like it feels Christmassy. It feels like the holidays. It has that warm, fuzzy feeling for me. And I think that there's a lot of really good jokes in it. It's fun.
The fight scene's great.
The fight scene is good. Anthony Michael Hall is really fun as like the bully. Everything kind of works together. It's a good culmination of what we've seen and learned from the group. So to me, this one, a lot of fun. All good stuff. Some really good lines in this one. Nothing maybe like all-time classic, except for like I'll Allow It.
I was gonna say,
But-
we talked about the classics.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, we did talk about. There's actually a lot. Some really good lines in this one. So yeah, you're right. There are. Yeah, this one's pretty good. Yeah. So that was Comparative Religion, our final midterm class here for the first semester. Rachel, we have passed the first semester of Community, meaning the first half of season 1 of Community. We've got to get the grades out. We've got to grade these episodes. We've got to rank these episodes.
I hate this whole moment. This is too stressful.
This is our big final here.
Everything
Rachel.
I say
So,
doesn't matter. I'm gonna fail regardless. Hopefully this
no,
is
go
a
ahead.
pass
Go
or
ahead.
fail.
Give your disclaimer.
I
give your
don't
disclaimer.
like ranking things. There's something about it. Whatever I say right now could change. It could change while I'm talking about it. It could have changed while we were talking about these, which it did. And then it could change after this. So everything I say is not real.
And that goes for me too. These things are fluid and they can always change. I will say the purpose of doing it, one, people like rankings, and
I know
it
people
can be
love
fun
rankings,
to kind of figure
but
that out.
I hate it.
But another thing that it helps with is for individual episodes to have shelf life, like to try to like think through where do they kind of stack up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So Rachel, do you want to go first, or you want me to go first with my rankings?
I guess you can go first, because then I can change
I will
mine.
go first. Okay, here we go.
Or are we doing the back and
have-
forth? I feel like we did the back and forth that one time.
Oh, we did go back and forth. Yes, maybe we should do that.
Okay.
My number 12 is Advanced Criminal Law. That was the one. Advanced Criminal Law is the one with the pool. Britta doing the bit. I thought that the best part of that was Ian Duncan and Senior Chang going back and forth. But overall, it was only okay. I guess the one thing I'll say about this whole semester of episodes is that it's mostly fine. It's in that range of like the first season of Seinfeld or The Office, where it's like there's maybe a couple standouts, but most of it is like okay. And there's nothing that's like bad, but there's some stuff that could be forgettable or just like average. So I've got Advanced Criminal Law at 12. What's your number 12, Rachel?
I went with 10 Environmental Science.
Okay.
Because I just felt like it was a little annoying to watch.
Yeah. I gotcha.
It wasn't
my
the strongest
number
to me.
My number 11 is Social Psychology. I don't even remember what that one is.
Jeff and Shirley bond over making fun of Britta's new hippie boyfriend.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think it was just because it was mean-spirited.
And the psychology
It just felt a
experiment?
little mean-spirited.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. There's some good bits in that one, but I've got it at number 11.
Oh, God. Okay. Oh, am I supposed to do mine? I
Yes.
went with number 8, episode number 8,
Home
Economics.
Home Economics.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't have a reason. I don't know.
That's the one with Britta getting rid of the bee.
Yeah, getting rid of the bee. Well, that's actually a fun song.
I do feel like outside of the song, though,
That's
I could
kind
see
of
where
it.
you would. Yeah, that's kind of all it's got. Yeah, that's fair. My number 10 is Environmental Science, for reasons stated within episode. The Changness of it doesn't help it.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
I did actually elevate it though after watching it again because of the fact that I do think it's very well written and structured.
Mhm.
It's just that I'm not a big fan of the plot.
Yeah, the plot, it just doesn't do it for me.
I
Which
really
just
do like the
dropped it.
Shirley and Pierce part though.
That's true, which probably should elevate it for me. But it's fine, it can stay. Then mine is episode 6, Football, Feminism, and You. I don't know. I think I just didn't think it was very strong.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
But it's it is also the one where they come up with the mascot, which is just ridiculous. Anyways.
Another thing to say about the rankings, just to throw it out there, if any of you go back and are like, that's not what you said about that episode when you guys covered it, yeah, you're probably right. like we've said, it's fluid. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember. We watched some of these episodes almost a year ago. My number 9 is Spanish 101. It's okay. It establishes a lot of stuff for us. It establishes the Spanish class. I think that this is actually the best Chang stuff that we've gotten out of the entire season so far. But other than that, I think the middle ground, bottom middle for Spanish 101.
This is where I put advanced criminal law.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And you know what? I think that's a fair spot for it too, because there is some stuff in it that I do like.
That's funny.
Yeah, there's some good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
My number 8 was home economics, because I do love getting rid of the Brita, and that elevated it to that spot for me.
Sure. And then this is where I put the pilot.
Interesting. Okay. Pilot at number 8 for Rachel. Right in the big middle of the pack.
Right in the middle.
That big meaty part of the curve. My number 7, I put football, feminism, and you.
Okay.
I think that you're right. It's not extremely strong, but there are elements of it that I do enjoy. Some good back and forth, but it's a strong Troy episode.
Yes,
I think that
that's
Donald Glover
true.
gets to Donald Glover gets to have some
more.
Yeah.
I went with episode 11, Politics of Human Sexuality.
For number 7. Okay. I'll tell you right now, I have that as number 6. So I think that we are right on with that one. And I think that makes sense. I think it's right in the middle of the pack. It's funny. It has some good bits in it. It is a fun episode. Probably in the middle.
Something else might definitely will be above it and below it.
What's your number 6, Rachel?
My number 6 is episode 7, Introduction to Statistics. It's the Halloween party.
The Halloween episode? Okay.
If that helps.
I had to remember that. I had to remember it too. I was like, which one is that?
Which is funny and weird and enjoyable.
Yeah.
I feel like we're getting into the more
middle of the pack for you.
Just starts,
now it's like these are good, these are funny.
Yeah. I think that's what's happening.
Number 5, I have the pilot. I think it's a really strong pilot and establishes the characters really well, especially compared to a lot of the other pilots that we've watched on Shelf
I had
Life.
it higher, and now I put it lower, and I feel silly. Like I flopped it. I think I had it up higher. And then I was like, well, maybe it should be up down here, and this should be up there, and now I feel silly, because I was like, I did have it up higher.
Well, it's up to you.
But that's gonna,
do you want to flip-flop
it's going to fuck up all of my numbers now, though.
Well, you could just move it around. So, like, if you think it should be 6, and then like move everything down or something.
But that's my point. It's going to fuck up all of my numbers.
I don't think it's bad. I think I
would have flopped it with 101. Maybe that's where I got confused. So
Spanish 101.
Yeah. So probably would have put Spanish 101 over there as 12, 11, 10, 9, 8 as number 8 instead.
Okay.
And have Spanish 101 in the 8th spot.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're saying like the pilot as your number 5?
No, I have pilot as 4 then.
4? Okay.
Yeah, I had number 4 was social psychology.
Number 5 was social psychology?
Yes, which is episode 4.
Gotcha. Which one? Oh, the Brita one with the nipples.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see why you like that one more than me.
Yeah, it was funny. And I will always remember Troy crawling out of that room. Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, even the ones that I have ranked low, it's like there's some good stuff in it. There is. It's just like, would you go back to it? That's where my head had to go when I was ranking it. Was like, if I rewatch the box set, like, which episodes do I pick
tried
out of
to
it?
go from like, oh, which one didn't I like as much, and then I tried to just stack it, and then I was like, something's not working, and then I started moving stuff around, and then I'm like, it's still not working, and then I don't know, so I don't like my numbers, but it's fine.
My number 4 was Introduction to Film, a strong heart episode. It shows what Community can be more than just kind of like a goofy sitcom Office-esque thing, where it's actually got a little bit of heart to it that it can reflect in how it does its goofiness. So number 4, I think that one's pretty strong. That's a strong episode.
This is where
number 4 was the pilot.
Yeah, so I flipped to that should be the pilot, because I think I just got them mixed up in my head.
Yeah, Spanish 101, even just saying it makes it feel like that should be the first one. So.
Yeah, so I think I got them flipped, so that's where I'm going to put the pilot.
Number 3, I have Introduction to Statistics. I think it's a solid episode. I think it's well written and structured. They're trying some stuff out cinematically, so I like the Halloween episode, and it's an easy enough one to watch annually or what have you, so I think that's why that one gets up there too.
I went with Debate 109.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because that's just funny and fun and just ridiculous and enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good episode.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to come back to that one. Number 2 for me is Comparative Religion. I think it is a really great episode, and we see my explanation 5 minutes ago.
Oh, hey, guess what? So is mine.
Hey! There we go. There it is. And my number 1, that means that my number 1 is Debate 109.
And my number 1 is Intro to Film.
Yeah. Hey. I really do love Debate 109. I think that one's really great.
Fun. Yeah. I feel like
and I can see why you like Introduction to Film. It's got the heart that Rachel likes in her community. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the official Shelf Life ranking. Let's go. I'm gonna go lowest to highest.
Okay.
Is environmental science, advanced criminal law, home economics, Spanish 101, and football feminism and you tied at 8.5 points there. Social psychology, the politics of human sexuality, the pilot and introduction to statistics, both tied.
Okay.
Introduction to film, and then at the top of the list, both tied, is Debate 109 and Comparative Religion.
I'm fine with that.
So there you go. Mm-hmm. That's actually a pretty accurate list.
That feels right. Now that you said it like that, I was like, oh, that feels right.
Yeah. I did put down, because of the way that we're going to do this, like which ones I would say have shelf life in general.
Sure.
You would probably determine that just by cutoff or whatever. I've got the pilot, introduction to film, introduction to statistics, Debate 109, Comparative Religion, and Politics of Human Sexuality being ones that I think have shelf life. I can go back and I would watch those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll agree.
I think you might say also social psychology in there for the Troy crawling out.
I'll do that one. Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's just wonderful. And Abed not leaving the room because it's Abed. I love that.
Yeah. So that was the first half of Community Season 1. We're not giving a verdict out yet. We gave verdicts out for those episodes. That's it.
Yep.
Doesn't mean the whole season has it. We have a whole nother half of the season to go before we can say whether or not the season as a whole has shelf life.
There's a
lot of episodes. A lot more, like 13 more, like half of the season, almost. But we do have those individual shelf life episodes. We told you which ones do have shelf life, so you can cross all of those episodes. Make sure those are off your list. If you want to get individual episodes, you may. We're giving you permission now to purchase those individual episodes if you will. But you're going to have to wait a little longer to find out about the next half of Community, because we go on our winter break, our holiday break, our Christmas break. And we'll have to come back to Greendale at another time.
In the spring.
But
for the spring session.
Well, possibly. I guess there could be a spring semester.
Right?
That's true.
Or
we'll
summer.
See. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see what happens.
And that second half of the season, we'll see what's there. There could be a pottery. We could be taking cooking classes on how to make chicken tenders. I don't know. We could Jack Black could show up. Craziness.
Maybe
could
there's
happen.
like a gym class of some sort. Sports.
Yeah.
Leisure.
Yeah, we could be playing pool. That's possible.
Right.
And maybe, just maybe, a contest at the end for who gets to register first for the second semester or the second season of Community. Who knows? But until then, we are on break. We're going to close down the study room. We are going to celebrate the fact that we passed Community. And until next time, I will say a Merry semester and a Happy New One to all of you, dear listeners.
And to all a good night.
To all a good STD mixer or whatever.
No.
Please, if you are going to have sex tonight,
Make sure there's no
please
holes in the
use
condom.
condoms.
And yeah, make sure there's no holes in them. Make sure you are using them without the holes.
Yes. A brother and sister team giving you the messaging there.
You're welcome.
Until next time, I have been Kevin.
And I've been Rachel.
And this has been Shelf Life. We will see you
made me
next
say
time
it.
here.
That's the first time I've said it. No. And I'm Rachel. Go on. You made me say I've been Rachel. I have never said that. I have never said that. And I am Rachel.
Oh, boy. And this has been Shelf Life. We will see you next time at Greendale. Still waiting on those cookies, Abed.
Still waiting on those cookies, Abed.